That rich bitch.
Gravy, gang! What the fuck is going on, gang? Happy Gravy Day to you and yours. It's Past Gravy, episode 529, with your best friends in the whole world, Alex, Pat, and Bobby Jokes, holding things down today. And I was walking the dog before we started recording today, before we connected, and I saw there's a bumper sticker somebody just added on their car, one of the like above the garage Parkers. They have a new bumper sticker that says, "We the people are sick and tired of this." And I was like, fuck, owned. I don't know what they're sick and tired of. It was very vague, but we the people of that car are sick and tired of it.
I should have taken a picture. I was behind one yesterday that it was like, "We can secede." And then there was another one that was like Texas Liberty, and then Texas Forever, and Texas over everything. And I was like, I don't think this guy likes being part of the United States. Could be wrong.
I want to just like start at Passagary Pod, just start tweeting us the fucking weird bumper stickers you see. Because there's some like that just like we the people are sick of this. Like, what does that mean? What are you sick of? It's incredibly vague. Are you sick of like traffic? Are you sick of the heat? Are you sick of the government?
Yes.
It seemed more government related is what I would imagine it is, but it's like, of what?
Which, like, to jump into that, I think it was Glamour had tweeted at us that like she hates cash only business. No, it wasn't. I think it was Alexis.
It was Alexis.
I think it was Alexis.
That's going to be a not cool spoiler alert.
Oh, did you already? Oh, well, we'll get to that later then. Never mind. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that one was on the list. I only skimmed it. Yep. We'll get to that later then, because I had a point that ties into what we were just talking about there.
You know what? Bring it up now, Alexis. We're going to do your not cool. Is the Alexis is not cool was cashless or cash only establishments.
And I understand it's frustrating. I don't really carry cash ever either.
Right.
But you know what cash only establishments do is not pay the correct amount of taxes, and I'm 100% in favor of that. Anybody that wants to get around giving the government money, I'm in favor of how you're running your business.
I'm also in favor of that as well.
Yeah,
especially since it is about to be an Olympic year and we got to pay those. So, fuck, I hate that.
Yeah, it's stupid. Fuck you. Go cash. Government can't track cash. Can't do it.
Dude, and they're making it harder to do. Like, I went to another ATM. Like, am I not cool last week? Now that we're just doing early not cools, I'm not going to reuse this as a not cool, but like 2 ATMs in 2 weeks have been like, oh, out of order. We don't work. I'm like, you're an ATM. You have one function. Do that thing. They didn't say out of cash. Like, oh, we're not working.
Let me guess.
Don't be a thing. Don't be a thing that prints out money if you don't print out the money when I want you to give me my money.
Was it a Bank of America?
This was a Chase.
Because Bank of America, like half their locations
last week was Bank of America. This week was Chase, but then Bank of America worked.
Yeah, half of their locations, they like, if you've noticed, over like the last 2 years, really since COVID, they've done remodeling on them. And all that means is they take away 4 of the teller spots. They move they block up the wall. So it's one teller now at half their fucking locations, because they just don't want to pay anyone to even bank for them. But you're a fucking bank. If anybody can afford salaries and money to pay people, it's you. All you have all the money.
Yeah, all you deal with is money. That's all you deal with.
But what we could do is, instead of paying 5 people to work here, let's pay 1 person. So it takes 8.5 hours to talk to anybody. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? No, it's not. But I'm too lazy to ever change fucking banks. I'm going to have Bank of America until I die or they get absorbed by somebody else.
Mine has you could think that they would have ripped out those teller or those teller things and then maybe put another ATM in there. No. Why would they want to do that? Now they just park in them on mine. Like all the employees just park their cars in like the empty.
Oh, yeah. Things. Oh, the back one, you mean? So yeah, that's
around one.
Dude, yeah, half of them, they just abandon all those. They don't even give you the option of like the outside banking where you shoot the thing through the tube, which is super fucking cool.
Right? That was the coolest part about going to the bank as a kid. I mean, I didn't have a reason to go to the bank. I didn't have money. I was a kid. My parents had the money, but like
I just want to be the one that got to press the button.
Sometimes they give you a sucker. That was sick.
That was really sick. Oh, speaking of nostalgia, when we were kids, happy, was it 37th anniversary for your parents? I saw
Yeah,
that
shout out to Mark and Kim.
Yeah.
37 happy years.
Well, I'm sure it was happy before you showed up, but
Before
now
me.
it's tolerable.
Yeah. The first 3 were great. And they came along and they're like, hey, this fucking sucks.
Oh shit, now we gotta take care of this dickhead.
I celebrate anniversary number 1 next weekend. Time flies by.
Right?
Flies by.
Yeah, and I realized that. I was like, it's got to be almost a year for Alex, because I remember we were watching the UT game the day of your wedding. That's how I
10th.
associated it with your. I was like, ooh, football season, Alex's anniversary.
It was the day before NFL season started and the day before September 11th. Super easy. Don't ever have to get it like engraved on anything. People are like, why don't you get it engraved on the band so you won't forget? I won't forget it.
Yeah, I know.
9/11, and I don't forget the day before 9/11 now.
Oh, tomorrow's a national tragedy, but today's a happy day.
Hey, let's be happy before the sadness. Balance it out. It's a nice
very, very smart by you, actually.
Strategic, actually. Yeah, and it also just happened to be the Saturday that was available, so that too.
But Saturday.
Yeah. No, that's the happy day. Saturday is the day after. I get what you're doing there. So we did some not cools to start it off, but this is not a podcast that just starts off with not cools. I want to start off with something awesome that I had over the weekend. The bar that I go to watch soccer at has some great food. Nick's Place. You've been there before, Pat. So I went to go watch West Ham, not to brag, but they were number 1 in the Premier League for another 24 hours. They probably could be on Friday, but we're number 2 in the Premier League right now currently. Just fucking destroying everybody. Got another win on Saturday. But my buddy walked in. He's like, "Are we gonna try the new menu item?" And I was like, "What menu item?" And they have the little chalkboard with like specials, and I don't ever check it because I get like the same thing when I go there. I usually get like the breakfast that they have, and that was dope. But it was a later game, and he was like, "Dude, they have a cheesesteak burrito," and I was like, "That sounds awesome." He's like, "Right, but it's wrapped in a pizza," and I was like, "Wait, it's a Philly cheesesteak pizza burrito?" And I was like, hey, I flagged the guy down. It was like $28. It was like $28 because it was so many things. But I was like, my friend and I would like to split the Philly cheesesteak burrito. This is a real thing, is it not? And he was like, oh yeah, dude. And so what it was like a personal pan pizza, but like a pretty big, like a small pizza basically, with a full Philly cheesesteak rolled up into it. And I was like, that's gonna be kind of hard to eat. But then they rolled it up in a tortilla. Like they tortilled it, they really burritoed it, so it's like folded on the sides. It was phenomenal. I mean, it made sense that it was phenomenal because it was just like 3 awesome things, like a cheesesteak, a pizza, and a burrito. But like, it was incredible. My life, like I've thought about it every day since. I've thought about it every single day since. It was probably 300,000 calories, and I only had half of it. It was one of those meals that like I ate that at it was probably like 12:45 in the afternoon when I ate that. And I didn't eat anything else the rest of the day or before that because it was so filling. I mean, it was 3 meals basically. I had a burrito, I had a cheesesteak, and I had a pizza all in one. Obviously, somebody was just stoned out of their mind. Was like, hey, dude, what if we wrapped this cheesesteak in a pizza and then we burritoed it and sold it? And we bought it. Yeah, we're the idiots that are going to buy it. And we're not idiots because I would buy it again. I highly recommend going to Nick's Place off of Rocky Ridge Road, off of Westheimer in Houston, and getting the Philly cheesesteak pizza burrito. It is a game changer. And I promise you will think about it every single day afterwards, like I have.
Yeah, one of these upcoming weekends, maybe I'll have to meet you out there and we will do an early morning West Ham game and then roll it right into football.
Anybody getting off a little bit early for Labor Day weekend? Come watch West Ham play Luton Town, worst team in the Premier League. We're playing them on Friday afternoon. Come try the fucking. That's what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting. Stoked about it. But yeah, so that was like a new food item that I had. It was just a combination of 3 food items. But I just wanted to let it. Like I need to spread awareness. I know that like awareness is a big time during like breast cancer awareness. It's like I think people know about cancer. I think a lot of people know about cancer. I don't think enough people know about the Philly cheesesteak pizza burrito at Nick's Place. And we need to spread awareness about that. All right.
100%.
So if everybody listening to this tells one friend about the Philly cheesesteak burrito with a pizza in it at Nick's Place, then like we will spread awareness.
Here's the question.
It's such a great thing. It needs to be talked about.
Do you have a picture of it?
I do.
Okay, well then we'll just blast it on socials, dude. And we got to tag Nick's. And I'm not one for like taking pictures of my food and post. Like if I do that, I send it just to my buddies. That's fucking amazing. I can't even see it that well, and it looks amazing. I'm all in favor. But like,
I'll send it to the group, Robert, if you'll just put it up on the
when something's that good,
podcast,
you just
YouTube.
You got to support, and I'm full on ready to support because
just shout it from the rooftops. Because like, good job,
I love that place. That was a very great bar. I've only been the one time, but I fucking thoroughly enjoyed it. I like that place.
It's like a giant dive bar.
Yeah,
they got a little bit of everything. You want breakfast? They got breakfast.
In the best
want gelato?
Sense of the
they got that. Yeah. And like any game you want, if you want them to put cricket on, they have some way to find it to put it on. And I'm pretty sure they would never do any illegal streams, but they'll have a way. They'll have a way to get it on.
And delicious Guinness, which is important in a pub like that.
Guinness, and they have Bombshell Blonde too. So that's what I always get there.
The good people, great people.
But yeah, so that was a fun little thing I had this week, and it was awesome. And then a little fun fact I learned via Twitter because I like an idiot just tweeted out as a dumb question I had, but Emma and I have been looking at some houses, and one feature that Emma really liked was the wet bar that's featured in some of these houses we're looking at. Like, that would be kind of sick to just have our glasses up there, just to have a little bar. And I was like, why is it called a wet bar? Is it called a wet bar because they all have sinks? And so I tweeted out, and everyone was like, yeah, dumbass. Why it's literally called a wet bar. It's got a sink in it. I was like, well, the bar is not wet itself, okay? It just has this, it could be called a sink bar. Excuse me. But if you ever hear the term wet bar, that just means that it's got a sink in it. Although, to me, if you had a bar outside that was not included with a sink and it rained, that's also a wet bar.
Very much so.
So, like, it doesn't just have to be a sink, but yeah. So that's something I learned, that now if you don't know that, that's why they call them wet bars, because they have sinks.
I feel like that's something I should have known.
You didn't know that? Okay.
I did not know. And I've been
people that did
for 9 years.
People that did called me an idiot. And they were rude about it. They weren't like shy about making fun of me. I was a dumb question, I guess, that I asked, but I was like, I don't know. Wet bar. It's always titled wet bar. And I was like, okay.
You just got to look at it and be like, hey, listen, you know what I do at bars? Drink. You know what I don't do at bars? Work. Why the fuck would I know that?
Or swim. Or get wet.
That would be, like, when they say wet bar, I always assumed it was like a swim up bar.
With like a pool.
Yeah.
A wet bar, would that not make more sense? It's a pool bar.
Like the Vegas ones where it's in the pool and you swim up to it.
Bar stools, yeah.
It's wet.
I mean, probably is a wet bar.
I mean, also
have sinks. Fun fact.
Probably the bars at any male strip club, you could probably call those wet bars.
See, and it's like, now we're just nitpicking at that. Like, so like, don't act all high and mighty, Mr. I know what wet bars were before 2 days ago. Like, don't try to like come at me like I'm the idiot. I'm just asking questions here. You know, I'm trying to educate myself. So I'm not gonna let them get to me. But it was just like, if you ask questions like that, people, the bar hardos. I've got all kinds of bars in my house. I have a wet bar. I have a dry bar. I have a sand bar. Got it all.
You know what I have? I don't have any bars because I don't buy that much alcohol and hold on to it. I buy alcohol. I drink alcohol. I go buy more alcohol.
No, Emma and I do have, we would have a dry bar because we did, like, they have built-in shelves.
You have a shelf.
Apartment. Yeah. And Emma put this, like,
That's
marble
normal.
wrap around it. So it looks really fancy. And one of, like, the middle shelves just has all of our, like, scotch glasses. And we have whiskey in a decanter. And we have vodka in a decanter next to it. And it's awesome. And we got the little, like, bartender set with, like, the muddler and all that shit. So it's like, oh, do you want to make a martini? Okay. Do we usually make martinis? No. But if we want to, we can.
You know what my favorite part about that at your house, your apartment is? And it's not the booze. Isn't it on the shelf? Isn't it the shelf right above it? Don't you have the memorial to your old puppers?
Yeah, so I can just...
That's my favorite part.
I just drink one for Felicia.
There you go, for Fifi. I didn't want to say, I couldn't remember the exact name. I was thinking
Felicia,
of my
we called her Fifi, we called her Brown Dog. Yeah, they're all... all dogs,
Chloe,
she had 47 names.
That's my other buddy's old boxer, was Chloe. That's why I had the Boxers, wrong name in my head.
Best dog breed in the world.
Great dogs. They're so soft and stupid and awesome.
And Wheezy, I'm not being mean about you because you're a mutt. Mutt's not a breed. That's just a combination of breeds.
Yeah.
You're
Just
still
more to
good too,
love.
Wheezy.
You get the best
Yeah.
parts of everything.
So yeah, wet bars and cheesesteak pizza burritos. That's what I got for the pre-com segment. What about you guys?
I brought in football and AI. I don't know if you saw the link that I posted below it because it didn't actually copy as a link because I don't know how to do that. It's just you'd have to like copy it and put it in.
You did space.
See, I didn't know that. So Amazon, you know how Amazon has Thursday night
I just
football?
made it a link in one space.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah, I didn't know that. Amazon has Thursday night football again this year. I suppose for a long time they paid $1 billion. They're introducing multiple broadcasts this year, and one of them is going to be heavily involved using AI.
Nope.
So they're going to show. No, hold on.
Nope.
Hold on.
Nope.
Hold on. You're going to like this one though. They got some cool shit going on. So they're using AI to like predict. They'll be like on one of them. One of the things will be they read the defense how it is, and then a red circle will show up underneath the defender that they expect to be the blitzer on that play. Or they'll show on third down, there's going to be a secondary line before the first down line that shows this is where you need to get to make going forward on fourth down a high probability to go for it. And then they'll show you like Madden routes before the play, what play is the highest probability to get it or what they should run. They're going to have all this weird. Chances are I'm going to watch 10 seconds of it and be like, I fucking hate this. Right now, though, this seems cool as shit, and I'm very excited to watch football that way. As long as they don't have Jason Garrett fucking talking over it like they do during my Notre Dame. Well, yeah, that's my Notre Dame games, and I fucking hate it. We got Coach Clap just talking the whole goddamn time. But, dude, it's the
after what he did to
football.
Daniel Jones, it warmed my heart seeing how much hate he got this week for just being an announcer. Like, I was like, fuck that guy, dude. What you did to my quarterback, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck off.
I turned on the game and I saw his face and I just screamed in my house, and my sister came like, what's going on? I was like, fucking Jason Garrett, that's what's going on. I hate that guy so goddamn much.
He's the worst.
As an announcer, as a head coach for the Cowboys, loved him. Great guy. Awful at his job.
Still there.
Yeah. The combination of him and Dak was an all-time just horrible combo, and I loved it.
Mike McCarthy and Dak is not a bad combo either, though. Really looking forward to
not
it.
A good one.
I forgot Brian Schottenheimer's the offensive coordinator for them. Because he's had some great offenses in his very long career, and then Mike McCarthy's calling the plays. So midway of the season, they'll fire Schottenheimer, and McCarthy will.
Oh no! First,
plays.
McCarthy will give up play calling duty to Schottenheimer.
Okay.
Then he'll take it back.
They'll be 1-3, probably 1-4 at that point. Then they'll probably be like 2-8, and then they'll be like, nope, you're fired. Give me the play call back. I can do this. And then Trey Lance comes in there, and then I did like that. Like Trey Lance is just anointed as like the new dude. Like everybody's like, yeah, he's our future. He's our future. It's like, well, Dak's definitely not your future, but still.
Dude, I already have my buddies that are Cowboy fans. Like, dude, I just hope Dak gets injured and then Trey takes over like Dak did to our Lord and Savior Romo. He didn't deserve it the way he got it. He just was on a good team, and they kicked Romo out the back door. It's bullshit. Now Trey's going to come in and he's going to be great. I was like, really? The guy that was so bad he couldn't even win the starting job from literally the last pick of the draft, and they give up 3 first-round picks for him, and he's been one of the worst draft picks in the history. He's gonna turn around for the Cowboys. Please.
Hey, North Dakota State quarterbacks are always good. Carson Wentz, he had a fantastic career.
I hope Trey becomes their starter. And I hope he has like 4 games where he lights it the fuck up. So then they give him a big contract.
They could give him Dak's exact contract.
He's just Dak 2.0. He's just going to be Dak 2.0. He has amazing playmaking ability, or he's got all the tools. He actually is nowhere near even as good as Dak was, because the guy's only thrown like 500 career passes in his life.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah, I don't know. I hate North Dakota State because of what they did to Sam when I was in college. So like, I'm glad that he's there. It's just like, go fuck yourself, dude. Like when Carson Wentz was on the Eagles, I was like, I hated you in North Dakota State anyway, so I'm gonna hate you now. This is great.
Another side note, I was reading one of the preseason college magazines, and they had Texas State ranked above Sam Houston. I just want to let you know.
Well, Sam Houston, I did see that Sam Houston is, I think, like supposed to be like the 5th worst team in college football FBS this year.
Yeah, and Texas State's only like the 17th worst, so we're better.
BYU minus 19 this Saturday. Hammer. Like I may put $300 on BYU this Saturday. Just like lay the points. It's gonna happen. I love
That was
Sage,
weird.
and I hope they upset him, but
Tangent.
I'm just saying it's gonna be a whole thing. But yeah, we AI football. I thought you were gonna talk about how the robot dogs in Atlanta that is security guards, which that's not gonna go bad. The Falcons have those robot dogs patrolling around, I guess, to make sure that people don't Robert Acuna the players during the games.
I thought
the robot dog would probably just kill Robert Acuna because they wouldn't know. They'd be like, "Oh, what? He's gonna try and he's more likely to attack me. Kill that guy."
Wait, so is it for the Braves or the Falcons?
For the Falcons, but like they probably just saw what happened to Robert Acuna.
That actually
we
makes
can't
sense,
have this happen again.
Tell me Arthur Blank doesn't look like a supervillain.
But like this is bad. This is bad.
I think that 28-3 really just pushed him over the edge into supervillaindom.
Might have.
The only thing he can win is with the soccer team. No football guy wants that.
And they're not winning anymore either. What'd you bring in for the Precome segment, Robert?
I figured, well, I had a question because I figured it's, September's just a few days away. Pumpkin spice has started already. So it just seemed like cooler weather is in the air. And I was wondering, is it time for boot season as well?
Like not yet.
Oh, I mean,
not yet. The low was still 76. It's your fetal sweat. We don't need that much stinky feet going
bringing
around.
them out, though. They'll be bringing them out.
I don't know. Women, I feel like women would hate to have stinky feet.
Really? Because it's like Halloween. They love dressing up for Halloween anyways. And like, I already see them like, OMG, Spirit's already open. I went and I spent $4 billion at Spirit Halloween. I'm like, awesome. You're going to hold on to that for 3 months now.
Yeah, it's still August.
So
August isn't. Oh God damn it, Bobby! You're not wearing boots, are you?
So I decided to wear boots. As you can see, if you're watching the video version, got my little wait over here. Boots.
Are those Doc Martens?
Are they Docs? You got Docs on?
I feel like Robert should be a Doc guy.
There you go. You can see. I got my boots on.
Just new boot goofing.
Sam took my chair. I can't sit down again.
Come on, Sam.
I've been watching Ted Lasso, the recent season, and I was watching Roy. He was wearing boots. I'm like, oh, I should be wearing boots too. You like wearing them in England? I can wear them here in the U.S. And I looked at them because I had them out, and there were spider webs on my boots, like between the foot hole.
Not a big boot guy.
And so I figured, you know what? Pumpkin spice season. It's fall. Got to bring back the boots.
So wait,
I like it.
Are you declaring that it is now spooky season?
I'm declaring that it is
boot season.
I mean, if you're saying it's pumpkin spice season and all that, then you're saying it's spooky season. Sorry.
No, it's boot season. Then it's spooky season.
See, I don't think so because usually
season carries you over to spooky season.
Mm-hmm. I think it's like a Venn diagram where there's like a 90% overlap.
Oh, it is, but like there's boot season and then there's boot / spooky season and then there's just boot and spooky season on.
So we've got 2 days because it's the 30th right now, 30th and 31st boot season. Starting September 1st, it becomes spooky season.
No, spooky season is October.
What
month is Halloween in, man? No. Football season starts in September.
Tell that to all the Halloween stands that you can't celebrate until
October.
Really?
You think spooky season is more important than 9/11? Wow. Remember all of those who died that day? Do you really think that it's more important to honor spooky season than those who fell on 9/11? Because I don't.
Have you forgotten?
Do you not listen to that Alan Jackson song?
I love Alan Jackson. Dude, just singing that. I got a little tear forming in my eye right now.
I don't know the difference between Iraq and Iran.
Where were you when they built the ladder to heaven? What the fuck are we doing today,
this is a weird one. This is a weird one.
Stay on topic.
That's what the Precome segment's for. Our notes so far: bumper stickers, banks, wet bars, AI football, boot season. That's what we talked about already. And it's only been 24 minutes. Don't say we're not a diverse podcast.
Oh, well.
What do they talk about? Everything. Literally everything. Nobody knows.
I've been waiting since before we started to take those off because my feet have been really sweaty, and so they're off now. I'm no longer wearing
You've really been wearing them the whole time?
Yes.
It's only been 25 minutes.
Well, we were like on for 30 minutes beforehand.
We're bullshitting now.
See what I say? He's inside an air conditioning, and his feet are fucking already sweaty. It's not boot season. You just proved my point. It's not boot season.
No, it's boot season. It doesn't mean it's not sweaty feet season.
Yeah.
Technically, I guess
that's the Venn diagram. Boot season,
say,
sweaty feet season. It's overlapping.
Construction workers would say it's boot season year round.
There you go.
Yeah.
Look at us being fucking all soft pussy men that don't work outside with their hands.
Not Robert. Robert's wearing boots.
I don't even own boots.
I own not like cowboy boots, but I own like 2 pairs of just like boots.
I don't. I haven't needed to wear them in so long.
I have like fashionable boots. They're cool.
I've got work shoes, and then I've got a pair of slippers, and then I've got those Croc shoes. That's all I own. I don't know where my dress shoes are. No, that's not true. Dress shoes are on my... Ooh, I should take those out of the trunk, or else next time I wear them, the glue will probably be melted.
It might already be melted. It was just...
Yeah, they've been in there since I moved. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're definitely fucked.
I would say that if it was going to melt, it's been melted by now.
Shit. All right, nobody invite me to a wedding for a while. I don't have dress shoes.
There you go. And that was our pre-cum segment, guys. How about that? That was a fun little pre-cum segment. All right. Let's move on to our Comeback Kid segment, where we tell you what's back in the news according to us this week. Before we do that, we'll tell you about our good friends at littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You can find it all at littlemshop.com. I know that like back to school season is happening right now. It's back to school season, then it's boot season, then it's football season, then it's spooky season. There we go. That's the correct order, right? Everybody knows that now. But yeah, Little M Shop is perfect because everybody that's going back to school, I know that a lot of times, you try and play favorites. You're like, hey, let's give a little gift to the teachers. A little, hey, thanks for putting up with our fucking obnoxious kids for 8 hours a day. Thanks for helping out. Get a little M air freshener. Get like kids smell. Having kids in your classroom all day, probably gonna make it stink after a while. A little air freshener, that'll do the trick. Get them a little sticker, a little thank you sticker. You can get little awesome little gifts to give teachers. If you want to thank them for putting up with your kids, get them a little keychain. Oh, Miss So-and-so's room. That would be cool. Miss So-and-so on a keychain. That'd be pretty sick, huh? She could put a little classroom key on there. You're going to be the parent that got her the cool gift because she's going to use it over and over again. Or he. Teachers could be dudes or chicks or whatever they identify as. But go to littlemshop.com. Get some of the best air fresheners in the world. I like the Fresh to Death scent or the Miami Beach. Those are my favorites. And they look cool. They're way better than those dumb, stupid, baby back bitch fucking trees that people have hanging on their rearview mirrors. And they last a lot longer too. Go to littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com. Use our promo code PTG69 at checkout. You're going to get 10% off your order. If you spend $10 or more at littlemshop.com, you're going to get free shipping. So you get free shipping and 10% off your order when you use promo code PTG69 at checkout at littlemshop.com. If you're getting anything from Little M, let them know. They are at Little EM Tweets on Twitter and at Little EM Shop on Instagram. littlemshop.com, littlemshop.com, promo code PTG69 for 10% off your order at littlemshop.com.
It's the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid of the week. The Comeback Kid of the week. Bitch.
All right. Our first comeback kid this week is mugshots and it feels like it's been 3 weeks now because the memes were just so good. But
the best mugshot.
It was tremendous. People were saying, Donald, you look great. You look fantastic. We've never had a better, amazing, more incredible mugshot ever done before. But yeah, Donald Trump turned himself in Georgia and had to get his mugshot done. He also weighs 215 pounds. And I don't see anything wrong with that. Doesn't see that being fictional at all.
I feel like all he's thinking in this mugshot is Pelosi's a bitch.
Fuck you.
Yeah, dude. I mean, also, it wasn't just that he was 215. It was 6'3", 215, which from everything I always thought he was 6'3".
Is
Like
he
I thought
not?
that was no. Apparently, he's like 6 foot, 6'1". Because
Well,
my
Barron is very tall, and that's his
Barron's like
kid.
6'7", but he towers over everyone. My buddy showed me a bunch of side by sides of like him standing next to Obama and other people, and Obama's like 6'1", and they're like the same height, if not Obama's a little bit taller. But I
Well, I
mean,
don't know. All I know
are
is
we
that
all allowed to self-report now?
well, yeah, that's what that was the first thing that I thought was kind of weird. But then also like a lot of weight shaming going on that day. A lot of weight shaming going on that day. And I'm just saying, if Lizzo had self-reported her weight and people were making fun of that, I bet it doesn't go over as well. Bet it
Oh
doesn't
no,
go over as well. All right.
I read an article the other day that body positivity is actually only for women.
Oh,
Men
really?
co-opted it, and and by men co-opting it, it's actually detrimental to women. So it's only for the ladies, guys.
So we gotta have like the 6-pack abs. We
Yeah,
are just meat. We're just pieces of meat for them to look at. Wow.
and we have to be at least 6 foot and make 6 figures. Don't forget about that. I self-report that I make 6 figures. By the way, let me be the first to say, ladies, I self-report I'm 6'3". I self-report that I have an 8-inch dick.
I also self-report that now too.
I'm not gonna lie about my money. I'm fucking broke. I would have.
I'm not gonna
more
buy
money.
you things. I'm not gonna buy it, but I will self-report that I bought you the thing that you wanted me to buy. You want that Gucci purse? I will self-report that I bought that.
Yeah, you want me to buy you that Gucci purse? I will tell you, you better work harder. Get aside. Sell it. You know what? I say this to all the girls I work with. None of them will do it. Just sell your fucking foot pictures online, ladies. It's free money.
It's so easy.
Like I gotta.
I mean, I haven't done it, but it's gotta be easy.
If I was you, I would be yelling at Emma, like not jokingly at this point. I'd be yelling at Emma every single day that you're costing our family money.
I haven't yelled, but I've mentioned that before. It has been mentioned.
Free money.
It really is. Like we could be banking. Just sell your. Like, I love my wife more than anyone. But if someone wants to look at her feet, I'm gonna be okay if I can make like $40 a picture. Like, let's go, dude.
The only argument I've heard that from women not doing it is just being like, "That's gross. I don't want like weird guys online like jerking off to pictures of my feet." I'm like, do you have an Instagram? If there's
you know what the online is, weird guys
at all. But also if there's any picture of you at all online, women, guys have jerked off to it. Doesn't matter. It could be a picture of you and your fucking grandmother. A guy will be like, fucking crop grandma out of that one. She looks good in this picture. Go to town. We're disgusting creatures. You might as well make some money off of it. You don't have to do anything pornographic. You're just taking pictures of your feet. Who gives a fuck? I wish I had a foot fetish so I could understand it. I fucking don't. Get your feet off me. They're cold.
I don't kink shame at all. But like if the only thing you got to do to make like $50 a pop is like, here's my little feetsies. Snap, take a picture. Now you got to subscribe to my thing. And then if you want me to send you another one, it's going to be another $40. Like we got rent in 2 weeks then, I bet.
I'll send you a pair of socks that I wore for $200. Boom!
I will buy so many socks for her to just wear around. I'll buy you all the socks you ever want. Any color you want, any kind, I'll get them all. Let's make bank, babe. Let's do it.
It's fucking selfish is what it is.
We could buy a mansion. We could be buying a yacht.
Dude, can you imagine? You'd make so much money that like you'd never look at a price tag again. You would just buy things. Can you imagine? Like, think about how much dumb shit you buy online now, Alex. Think about how much more dumb shit you could get.
Yeah.
Think about you bought shorts one time because they came with nunchucks.
Well, yeah. Why would you not buy shorts that came with nunchucks?
I'm just saying the only reason
it's a bad purchase. It's a weapon.
It is. But
and I didn't buy shorts just because I bought another pair of shorts because you had to pay so much to get a free set of nunchucks thrown in. So I was like, well, I already was buying these shorts. I'll just buy 2 pair of them.
So that's the second pair you bought just
those
for
shorts.
the nunchucks.
I'm wearing those shorts right now.
Yeah,
so, longevity-wise, I think it paid off.
I mean, the other day I spent $160 on Fabletics because it was a deal going on that if I signed up for VIP membership, Normally that would have cost me like $390 in apparel.
Right.
And I'm just going to get 1 month of the membership and then turn it off. Boom. I saved I did girl math on that. Yeah. I spent $180, but I saved 200.
Girl
That's
math.
girl math. That's girl math. Like, okay, but you still spent 180. You didn't need to spend. Yeah. Totally didn't need these pairs of pants or shorts. But
girl math is self-reporting. Girl math is just self-reporting. It's the same thing.
It fucking is.
It really is.
Dude, you know what I love
My
the
girl
most
weight,
about girl math?
my girl weight is actually 215. I'm 6'3", 215. Those are my girl measurements.
You know what I love the most about girl math is no girl gets offended by it when you call it that. They're just like, yeah, we do that. Every fucking time they're like, yeah, that's true. I fucking do that all the time.
Well, it's like football math for dudes where it's like, no, it didn't take me 8 hours. I wasn't watching football for 8 hours. What I was really doing was I was planning out the week, but I was also watching the 3 o'clock game. And then I was also doing this, but like, it was just during football.
Well, no. The guy math equivalent is getting mad that you didn't place a bet.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, but you didn't lose anything. But yes, I did. I lost the winnings that I should have had.
Dude, real quick, because I know no one cares about gambling, but I thought I was about to fucking hack the system. It's preseason. They got all like the awards odds, and I thought I was the only person in the entire world that was like Damar Hamlin, comeback player of the year. No fucking chance he doesn't win that this year. The dude died on the field. All he has to do is not do that this year, and they're gonna give it to him, right? I was like, no one's thought of this. I'm gonna go put like $500 on that dude, and it's gonna turn into like $50,000 at the end of the season. And I went and it was minus 275. And I was like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I want
everybody and their mom also thought about that.
No, I really want to zag on that because there are a lot of other guys that can win it this year that are projected to actually have better years. And I think the voters will be like, yeah, that's the good story. But like this guy actually deserves. And I think DeMar might even be the guy. He seems like the kind of guy that would decline it. DeMar might decline it if another.
But you still get it. You still get it though. You still get it. You can.
Not if you take yourself out of it. I think we can get some good odds on somebody. I'm not going to scroll through 700 fucking future prop bets right now. I will later.
But I did do my other alpha brand. I just took Daniel Jones to win MVP at plus 660 or plus 600. So
see, that's just throwing away money.
No, it's kind of not when he goes off and wins MVP. It's not.
Don't get me wrong. I seriously looked at Jordan Love for MVP. Did not place it though.
If you don't bet your quarterback to win MVP, you're not a real fan. Just FYI. Just saying. I don't care who you.
No, I think that
Daniel Jones obviously an MVP candidate though. So.
If you blindly bet your quarterback, I think that just makes you a Cowboys fan.
I didn't blindly bet him.
Our year, Dak has all the weapons. He's going to do so good this year. Ignore the last 6 years of evidence. This is the year. Quarterbacks totally become new players in year 7.
Daniel Jones did become a new player last year, so.
But that wasn't that year 6 for him?
You're talking to a card-carrying member of Dan Teva right now. Please don't hold on my quarterback.
First of all, I'm not shitting. I'm just saying he's not going to win MVP. I fully believe that Daniel Jones is better than Dak.
I mean, he's better than a lot of quarterbacks. Better than a lot of quarterbacks.
At least one.
Top 10 quarterback for sure. Might be top 5.
No.
Probably top 5, honestly. Probably top 5. We'll get into that at a different time. But yeah, I thought I was a genius, and I was like, no one's thought of this obvious take. And then, yeah, everybody and their mom also thought of that take. So never mind on Damar Hamlin as a comeback player of the year. But yeah, mugshots are back because of what we were just talking about. And yeah, self-reporting very much back this week. And I'm just going to start self-reporting everything. I tried to self-report my height when I got my driver's license, and the lady would not let me. So there's obviously special treatment that the elites get.
You just said you're going to self-report everything, and then
I did try, but I'm going to keep doing it until if they call. I'm going to just start doing that in the more so in the future. We already did it with our 9-inch dicks.
Well, mine's only 8.
Okay. Well,
I mean, it's 9 if I measure.
Anyways, mugshots are back. Also back this week, Bob Barker, because he died. It is weird when we say somebody's back, but they're dead, because they're not back, but they are back in the news, because then everybody did the same joke that, hey, Robert, did you know that hear this funny, hilarious joke? Bob Barker, 99 years old, got as close to 100 as he could without going over, huh? You heard that one before?
Hilarious.
Everybody
He's an
fucking
icon.
was using that. It was like, okay.
I feel like I'm the
Yeah,
only
no, Bob
person
Barker was dope.
that didn't watch Price is Right though. Like
I
ever.
didn't watch it all the time, but like sometimes you watch it. It would be on.
See, I watched Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy because that's what my grandmother watched. That's what I got into. But I always knew and respected Bob. I just didn't watch it because I didn't understand any of the games.
Well, it
So,
was
like,
also
I
in the
would
middle of
just
the
didn't
day.
wanna
Wheel
watch
of
it.
Fortune was like on at night. Like it was like prime
No.
time, you know?
No, Wheel of Fortune's at like noon or 1:00.
Wheel of Fortune was at like 5 or 6. It was
No,
like always on like
it's-
right before whatever the primetime shows were.
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It always seemed like daytime because I was watching it with my grandmother, and grandmothers only watch TV during the day. Or at least they did back
Dr.
then. Now
Phil.
everything's changed.
That's true.
But yeah, Bob Barker, go.
I mean,
He's
Happy
goated.
Gilmore is really that's where I know Bob Barker from the most.
I mean, that's-
Obviously,
yeah.
everybody knows he's from Price is Right, but like,
Bitch.
yeah, when he punched Happy Gilmore, that was great.
That was
Iconic.
not nice and easy.
Have you seen Happy Gilmore, Robert?
I have not.
I feel like I knew the answer before.
That's
I
it.
finished asking.
Every-
You should have
every-
self-reported that you have. Just start self-reporting that you have seen these movies.
I want to do that. Like, that's a new segment for us. Is every week we each bring one movie and we say, Robert, have you seen it? And when he says no, inevitably we just get to go, God damn it. We do it. We say it every time.
Yeah, because that's a pretty big one. So not see, but still, yeah, Bob Barker, R.I.P. in peace, and don't forget to spay and neuter your pets. The next thing we had is denouncing things, very big this week. There's obviously some tragedies that have happened, and was it white supremacy? Was it one day, and then it was domestic violence from somebody else, and it was like, you didn't denounce this. Denounce that. I was like, I don't think anybody has to denounce it. Like, terrorism is bad. Like, hey, that guy that killed all those people, that was really bad. I just wanted to tell everybody that. Okay. Denounce it. You didn't denounce it. Oh, I said this was a terrible tragedy that happened. Is that not me denouncing the thing that happened? You didn't denounce white supremacy. That means that you are a white supremacist. And it's like, no. Like, I don't have to start every sentence with just, by the way, we denounce white supremacy more than anybody denounces white supremacy on this podcast. So anybody that says they denounce white supremacy, know that they denounce it less than us.
We should build a list of things so that, like, anytime you encounter somebody online, you just get to respond with just right away. First one always has to be, show me where you have publicly denounced the Holocaust. Okay, you did do that one? Okay, cool. Moving on. Show me where you have publicly denounced
it's a tweet thread of 75 replies. Well, you didn't do this.
You haven't denounced the genocide of Uyghur Muslims in China? Okay, well, no, you did do that one. Okay, have you denounced publicly women getting hit by men? Okay, you haven't done that one. Just
denounce Russia attacking Ukraine.
Everything. There's some things that you just understand everyone is against.
Yeah. Pedophiles. I don't think we have to denounce it. We just know that's not cool.
Unfortunately,
like,
not everyone
not
is
good
against
dudes
that anymore.
Right, but I would say the majority of people are. I would say a good majority, and everybody on this podcast.
Yeah, and also now I would like to take the moment to publicly denounce people that use the term MAPS when they're talking about pedophiles. They're fucking pedophiles and they should be killed.
Wait, what?
They call them minor attracted persons because pedophile has a negative connotation to it, and it's not what they choose. It's just their sexual attraction. No, there's people that'll straight up tell you.
Yeah,
this
pedophile has a negative connotation to it.
You know who says kind of shit like that? Fucking pedophiles. If you're publicly
this sounds like a pedophile
offending pedophiles, then you're a pedophile, and you should be killed. There's no rehabilitation. I'm attracted to children. Oh, let's fucking kill you and get you out of the population so your genes can't spread. Seems like something that everyone can get behind.
Just denounce everything, though. Denouncing things is very much back, and then demanding that people denounce things. So that's the new move. If you get into an argument online, be like, well, you didn't denounce white supremacy, so I don't even know why I'm still talking to you. And
I denounce everything that's bad.
I denounce everything that's bad even more than Pat does.
Shit. I denounce everything. You denounce +1.
I denounce whatever
Man,
you
I
denounce.
just-
Plus infinity. Plus infinity. Plus infinity.
I-
That's unlimited.
I already have one more than that.
Nah, because I said plus infinity.
Yeah, I'm already one more than that, though.
That was whatever the last one was. Plus infinity times.
Congratulations. Whatever. You played yourself.
I denounce the most things. Everything is denounced on this podcast now. If you're a Nazi listening, denounce. Get out. Get out. Pedophiles, turn this off. This is not for you. Murderers, rapists, no thanks. Not for you. We denounce.
Well, I mean,
anything else you'd like to denounce, Robert? Animal abusers, denounced.
Get the fuck out.
You have to denounce something, Robert. You didn't denounce white supremacy, I noticed.
I denounce white supremacy.
Okay. Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
What about the Holocaust?
Robert denounces cable television. Fucking cord cutter.
You got my login, don't you?
Yeah, but like most stuff, like the Astros,
some of the stuff,
it has to be on the home network, on your network.
Yeah, local channels, it have to be in the home Wi-Fi.
Sometimes you can still be in the home Wi-Fi and it won't work. And we'll get to that in not cool. We'll get to that in a not cool segment. But yeah, denouncing things, very big back this week. Other comeback kid we got is cuts, because cuts is all people talk about with the NFL. It is getting down to the 53-man roster. You're like, oh, this guy got cut. Well, yeah, they had 93 people. They had to get down to 53 people. There's going to be people losing jobs, but it is always fun. But that guy is on that team, and now he's on this team. It's just that's one of those things you had talked about for like 3 days, and it's still kind of going on right now in the NFL. But cuts happened, and then with cuts happening, you learned about teams' captains. And I don't know if I just like forgot about this, Pat, but I feel like teams have way too many captains now. Like I thought you used to just have, like I remember back in the day when it was like, you're the captain. Now it's just, you got the term captain. And then they started giving you the C, which I think looks cool in the jerseys, especially when you can buy the jersey with the C on it. And then like, remember, I think if you're captain 4 or 5 years, the jersey, like this captain patch turns gold. Because I remember having an Eli Manning jersey with the gold C on it, which was sick.
I just assumed that was like the main captain.
No, that's if you've been captain enough, because you'll see they have a star that's lit up, like a star is golded out. And then once they're all starred out, then it's gold.
I don't think the Packers have announced their captains.
Well, the Giants did, and they had 10 captains, and I was like, that's too many captains.
I always thought it was 4 because like
offense,
4 stars,
defense,
offense,
special teams,
and then like a team vote is what I thought it was. Like the team vote, like or the coaches. Well, there's 4 stars on that patch, so I was assuming the 4th was.
That would make sense.
But then also
4 would be fine. 4 would be fine.
But then a lot of teams will do like some games they'll just have somebody else go out and they're a captain for that game, which I was always like, that's captain. Weak, but okay.
But you get like, hey, oh really, a game captain? Yeah, you're totally the captain, not the guys with the C's on their jersey. And if they have 10 guys with C, like it's a 53-man roster, almost a fifth of your team is captains.
It's too much. It's too much.
It's too many captains. It's too many captains.
I'm okay with 4. 1 for each
4
unit,
works.
And then a team elected guy that's like that means all the team respects you. And you are already a captain because everyone listens to what you have to say. So that's okay. Any more than 4, you're overdoing it.
It's just, it seems to be a lot to me. But
yeah, it is. It's too much.
That's something I was noticing this week. Because then I think Arizona had like 8 guys or something that I saw. And I was like, wait, who's the captain in Arizona? Because we know, and we'll get to that. I guess that'll be our next comeback kid is Kyler Murray. Is he going to wear a C? Because I'm pretty sure the Kyler curse, I won that one. Pretty sure I won that one. He's starting the season on the physically unable to perform list. He's able to perform. He's able to perform if he wanted to. They're just trying to tank. They are trying to tank to get the number 1 pick so they can get who? Caleb Williams. What position does Caleb Williams play, Pat?
Quarterback.
He self-reports as one at least. And Caleb Williams supposed to be the number 1 overall pick in the draft next year. If the Cardinals get that pick, you think they're going to take him over Kyler? Okay, probably, which means the Kyler curse has worked. He's a fucking fraud. He sucks. He should have said nice things to me at that XFL game instead of just shunning me. He is worse than Daniel Jones, like I told him he was. And I've won the curse. I bought a curse necklace specifically to curse Kyler Murray and Dallas later on. And then, I mean, I've never lost a curse. The curse is undefeated. Curse is unbroken. No one's broken the curse. So it works. This was like the first person I publicly cursed once I bought like the voodoo necklace. It worked. Looking back at it, how many years has he been in the league? 4 or 5 years?
No, 3.
I think 5.
Isn't this going to be his 3rd year?
He was drafted the same year as Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones just had his 4-year, his 5th-year option wasn't picked up, so this is year 5 for Daniel Jones. So it'd be year 5 for Kyler Murray.
Oh yeah, this is year 5. He's going to be the Cowboys quarterback next year.
No, they're gonna have what's his face?
Well, no, they're
Trey
going to
Lance.
drop Dak, and Kyler is going to be a free agent because they're going to cut him. And Cowboys will bring him back home. You know, he's never lost in Cowboy Stadium. Is that still a thing? I know it used to be.
I mean, he played high school games there.
Yeah, and
And
a couple in college.
Sick. Who cares?
That's what Cowboys fans bring him in, let him compete with Trey. He's the better one.
Let's let him go. Let's just let him just work it out. But yeah, the Kyler, and like I've already cursed Dallas. You know, I've cursed the Cowboys. Oh, hey, what happens when both things that I've cursed go together? They're just going to be even more cursed. So yeah, let's have that happen, guys. You sure about that?
I would love for Dallas to have a quarterback that can't see over the offensive line. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be pretty great. It'd be pretty great. But I just want to say, fuck you, Kyler Murray. I win, you lose, and
high five, buddy.
maybe be nice to the fans. Maybe be nice to the fans. But Daniel Jones is obviously a better quarterback than him at this point. Like that's undeniable.
It's not. You literally cannot deny that. Daniel Jones shows up to work.
How many playoff victories does Kyler have? None. Daniel Jones has some. That's interesting. Very interesting.
To give one little sliver of devil's advocate, Kyler does play for the worst organization in professional football.
The Giants did pretty bad. The Giants did pretty bad when Daniel Jones was on them.
But they're a good. They're a good organization. They from top down. They know how to run a franchise. Arizona does not. They are
Kyler's just a garbage person.
I'm pretty sure I read something recently where it's like that joke from Moneyball where they charge people for the vending machines. I'm pretty sure Arizona does that. Like they charge their players in the vending machines and shit.
I would charge Kyler.
If you talk to any player that's no longer in Arizona and you ask them about Arizona, they're like, it's a fucking joke of a franchise. So bad. Ever since Kurt Warner left.
It would be funny though if it was like everybody else got like free Cokes from the Coke machine and Kyler goes like, oh, that's 75 cents.
Well, he can't reach the buttons anyway, so
he has to get a stool. They have the stool like to the side. He has to get his offensive line to pick him up.
I am gonna miss that during the beginning of the season though, the photoshops of him just being a foot tall with the football.
Yeah. That was pretty great. But yeah, fuck you, Kyler Murray. I win the curse. The Kyler curse has come to fruition officially, and I win.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fuck with me or I will curse you, everybody. Just FYI. People are like, oh, what are you going to do, Alex? You going to beat me up? Probably not. Not a big dude. Not a big dude yet until these steroids kick in and I get jacked. But I will curse the fuck out of you and then you're just going to have a bad time. Like cursing, I don't know what it is. This was a late in life power that I learned. You guys were here. It just worked. That's all it is. I've got some witchcraft in me, and don't make me unleash it. All right. I don't want it. I don't just throw it around willy-nilly, but Kyler Murray, he was the first person that really deserved it, and it worked. So the Kyler curse, very much back because he's been dealt the final blow. And then our final comeback kid this week is weekends.
Our long national nightmare might be over. And by our, I mean mine. For the last 4 years or so, let me just go back to the beginning of this. At my job, we're about to relaunch the program where we deliver lunches to the local high school, which is what I do. Nobody else does it. That means I'm going to be back to working Monday through Friday. I'm going to start having fucking Saturday, Sunday off again. It's been 4 years since that happened. I've been missing so much college football.
Yeah.
Me and you, we'll be able to degenerately gamble side by side on football all weekend. Alex.
Yeah, we get to hang. We should do some streams. The Giants Packers play at the same time. We should do some like noon game streams.
Yeah, and now I gotta preface this by saying this has not been discussed yet how my schedule will change. But I'll tell you this: if I'm working Monday through Friday, I'm not showing up fucking Saturday or Sunday. I already don't. I've already told them. I told them from the beginning. Sundays are a no-go. I'm not working during the NFL. You can take my college football away. You can't take the pro. But yeah, I'm very fucking excited. I've my days off have been Monday and Sunday, or Wednesday and Sunday for a while, which kind of makes it impossible to take a trip out of town when you only have one day off in a row. Now I'll be able to do whatever the fuck I want. I'll have my weekends back, dude. I haven't had that forever. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I can just wake up on Saturday and just start drinking again. Haven't been able to do that when you got to go to work at 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Also, 90% of the time, I get to watch one half of whatever college game I was watching, or like most of it, and then I'd have to leave during the fourth quarter. That's no way to watch football. It's not.
Dude, getting weekends back is a very big freeing feeling.
I am so goddamn excited. I haven't, like I said, it hasn't been discussed, but I think they'll figure it out when I just stop showing up on Saturdays.
I mean, I would imagine they'll have to pretty quickly.
Yeah. Pat, why aren't you here? Because I'm not working 6 days a week. That's why.
Or you could self-report that you were there.
Which half the time I do anyway. I'll go in on one of my days off because there's just shit that has to get done in our offsite warehouse that has no air conditioning. And I don't want to do that before work and then have to take like a quick shower in the sink at work. So I go in on my day off half the fucking time anyway. But yeah, I'm fucking excited. I realize this isn't for anybody but me. Nobody else gives a shit, but I have a microphone and y'all don't. So shut the fuck up and listen to me.
There you go. There you go. All right, so that was our comeback kid segment. How about that? That went by really quick. I feel like we're blazing through this, Robert, which means we're about to have a 4-hour podcast.
We've got we've got like 4 months in a row now where we don't have a weekend without football.
Dude, like I didn't do great over the weekend betting, but like getting to lock in that first college football bet of the season, like I came a little bit. I was just like, fuck yeah, we're betting.
Bro,
we're back.
I would just sit there
back. It's not just baseball bets.
Waiting on that Notre Dame game, and I was just like, ooh.
By the way, our texting was just it was a bad idea for us to text because every bet that Pat and I pretty much put out to each other was just like, that's not gonna hit. I think we each hit on. I think Pat had Notre Dame and I had USC, and it was like everything else just shit the bed.
No, I took the Ohio over that did not hit. We hit on I hit on USC with you, and then there was another one. I did not bet the USC team total over though. But then there was one other one. So I went 3-1 on the opening weekend of college football. I'll take that any day of the week.
It also made me feel like a little bit like things are getting back to regular because like I'm used to losing on Saturdays in college football. Like I'm used to not winning. I'm not a winning gambler. Most people aren't.
Yeah. No,
like, yeah, we're right back in it. But it's like I'm not the worst. Like I don't go like 1-8, but it's like I'm usually like 4-5. Where it's just nice. Below the 500 line.
It's nice to have another sport to break up all of my losses on Major League Baseball.
Again, I hate baseball right now. I'm denouncing baseball.
It's a tough year for you, dude.
I denounce the Yankees, honestly. Like, fuck you.
Yeah, don't denounce the sport. You. Denounce your team.
No.
Don't denounce. Emotionally detach. That's what you need to do. You need to emotionally detach from the Yankees.
Well, I'm also denouncing it. I've done it all.
That's just bad. Don't do that.
Not at all. All right. Pat, will you tell our good friends about Southern Star Brewing Company? Because in life, there's like a bunch of stuff that is not cool. That we're about to do a whole segment about it. But Southern Star Brewing Company is never going to be one of those things.
No, I mean, also a little early, not cool. I thought there was a chance I was going to have to work today. So I don't have any Southern Star with me today. And it's super fucking depressing. But I'm going up to the Woodlands on I've got my fantasy football draft up there on Saturday. Guess what I'm doing Friday? I'm getting out of work. I'm going to have my bag packed already in the back seat, and I'm driving straight to Southern Star. I'm going to get a bunch of beer for me and the boys. We're going to have a great fucking football draft just surrounded by many different Southern Star beers. Then we're going to go to the pool, and we're going to be crushing beers. I'm going to be sure to I'm very bad about this usually with the boys. I want to make sure that I take a bunch of pictures with it. We're going to be doing beer sticks of it. Robert, do you know what the beer stick is?
I do not.
It's basically a giant syringe, and you put a beer in it, and then you just press it down, and it shoots the beer right down your throat. It's fucking awesome. It's the best beer delivery system I've ever come across, and there's no better beer to do it with other than Southern Star. Actually, let me see if there's maybe I'll break away from my buddies for a little bit on Saturday. What do we got going on up at the brewery this weekend? 22 for 22 National Toast. That nope, that's the weekend after. So never mind. Nothing going on this weekend really. There's trivia night on Thursday. The next, damn it, there's yeah. I should have looked at that beforehand. That was very bad by me. But if you are up in the area, look for. I just saw they launched a new beer. I'm trying to find it right now. Dortmund Rebel. I think they're almost out. They posted about it the other day. They better have it when I get up there. I need to try it. That's what I'm most excited about. I'm most excited to see the people. Keith, Angel, Ben, all of the guys up there and gals, they're the best people in the world. They're going to take care of you. They're going to help you find a beer that fits you, whether it be the regular Bombshell Blonde, this new Dortmund Rebel, Strawberry Bombshell, the Southern Brunch, which is actually, I haven't had one of those now that I think about it in like 3 months. I might just back-to-back slam 2 Southern Brunches to get my day going as soon as I get up there. But yeah, they'll find something for you. Mix them together. Do some weird shit. Make some concoctions. They're all on board with it. They want you to. They encourage people to be like, hey, give me half of that and half of that. I want to see what goes on when that happens. Like, cool. Let's give it a shot. Give them some ideas. You never know. It's people helping people.
Yeah, exactly. And just telling you part of the Gravy Gang, they'll hook you up. 3525 North Fraser Street.
Take a picture with the Gravy Gang sign when you're up there.
We got a banner right there where you get your tokens. Yeah. If you send it to us, we'll retweet you. We'll give you a follow. They'll retweet you at Southern Star BC, at Southern Star Brewing Co. on Twitter and Instagram. Give them a follow. If you're drinking a Southern Star at any point in time, I know I'm going to a pool party this weekend. Great pool party beer because it's always in cans. None of that glass shit.
We'll have to send each other. We'll have to send each other pool pictures with the beers.
Just be like, look how crisp this beer looks. Look at this. Look at just chug videos. We'll do chug videos.
Oh,
everybody this weekend. Tag at Past Agree Pod and at Southern Star BC, Southern Star Brewing Co. Give us a chug video.
See one, send one.
Give us a chug. Yeah, exactly. But we're really doing that, and we're not going to be annoying about it like Snapchat used to be. I hated that. It's oh, really? It's a Tuesday? It's a Tuesday? You're doing that at lunch? I'm not doing that. I'm not going to send you a dude. You didn't do a C1, send one. I'm not going to because it's Tuesday.
Oh, so look at me, Mister.
I'm at work,
how to control my drinking. One beer doesn't hurt anything.
Weird when you're at like lunch with coworkers, I'm sure though. Like, hold on, I have to just my friend just sent me a beer. He's just trying to all right, there you go. Yeah. Sorry. All right, well, we got a meeting right after this.
Your coworkers are gonna be like, yeah, this dude's fucking awesome.
Yeah,
if you do it with a Southern Star, if you do it with another beer, they'll be like, this guy's
right, yeah.
With a big Southern Star that's so delicious, how could you not?
Exactly. Southern Star Brewing Company, best beer on the planet, and the official sponsor of the Not Cool segment.
Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool, man. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool. Dude, that's not cool. Not cool. Not cool.
All right, our first listener submitted Not Cool, viewers submitted Not Cool. If you're watching us on you should be watching us on YouTube. If you want to, if you didn't know that, then I don't know where you've been this whole time. But yeah, Robert puts together the video. It's like we're on TV. It's like we're a TV show. Just have us on in the background at work. You're gonna love it. You can see our beautiful faces whenever you want to check it out. But yeah, if you're a viewer, a listener, send us in. You're Not Cool at PassGrayPod on Twitter. Use the hashtag PTG Not Cool. That's how we find them. We're gonna pick some of the best ones each week. It's basically just something that you want to vent about that made you say, hey man, that's not cool throughout the week. There's varying degrees of them, and we'll pick the best ones and read them. We'll start off this week with Tessa G at Tessa Goriantz on Twitter. And Tessa says her Not Cool is having a beer break at work when she works at a liquor store. Just wanted to say that she wasn't just like, oh, having a beer break at work. She wasn't having a break to have a beer. A beer broke at work at the liquor store she's at. And she said there was no one to clean it up. So her only way to find that out was just to walk every aisle trying to find the smell of beer.
I would assume it had to be a glass bottle that shattered. You know who that wouldn't happen with? Southern Star. No glass bottles. Can would have just dented and been fine.
No. I love Southern Star. I'm not shitting on Southern Star at all because it's not Southern Star's fault. But I did have a buddy, good friend of mine. Shout out to Brandon. I was hanging out with him for his birthday a couple weeks ago, and he was telling me that in his office he had just put the very first gin of Darlin' Like a Marlin we had, the purple can. he had that just on top of like one of the shelves. He was like, I just wanted to hang on to it. As my friend had a beer, like I was just gonna keep that, never open it, just have it as a souvenir. Well, I mean, when you have fruit in the beer, it kind of gets compacted sometimes, and sometimes there's a lot of pressure that builds up. And at one point, it just exploded. And he said he went into his office and like it was a high up shelf, and like the ceiling and the wall just kind of, you could tell, had something that exploded and dripped down it.
Well, that's on him. Heat rises. He should have known better.
But
that's not on the beer.
I'm just saying, like sometimes he can make things blow up, but it won't ever break anything.
Yeah, by the way, that's an explosion. That's not a breakage.
That's true. A break would be glass. Okay, so fair. I didn't mean to just go off on that tangent, but yeah, she had a beer break at work, and the only way that she could find it out was to walk up and down the aisles. I would imagine you would go look and see the glass, but like when you have no way of telling that, you just got to keep checking every aisle. So that's a pain in the ass. So
I mean, that's just a universal thing
to
of
clean up
working
glass
with other people. People will always walk away from a mess, even if it's theirs, hoping somebody else will do it.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah. Like, Robert, I don't know if you've been to the office lately, but the water machine, it's either a water machine or this dishwasher that I don't think anybody uses. It just like floods the floor once every morning. And I'm always like, I'm not cleaning that up. I just walk over it, walk back, and I'm good. And then there's always just like 1,800 paper towels on the floor because that's how somebody cleans it. It's like, I'm not going to actually clean. I'm just going to sop it up and then leave. I'm going back to my job. I'm going to do other things. I didn't get paid for this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure in your building you have a janitorial service.
Yes.
Fall under their duties.
Right.
Especially if it's something that happens every single day.
Yeah, somebody should have fixed it by now.
That should probably just be fixed. That's on building management at that point.
Well, we'll get to building management and my not cool coming up in just a little bit. But yeah, that does suck, Tessa. T's and P's, and hopefully it wasn't too big of a mess to clean up. Josh Tree Coddle weighs in at Joshua Tree 713. He attached a photo. If you want to attach that on the YouTube version, Robert. But Josh says, I got a shard of metal in my eye. Had to go to the clinic and get it taken off. It did scratch my eye. It is still irritated, but the doctor was hot, so that helped. I tweeted him immediately on Friday, and I said, T's and P's, brother. Welcome to the Eye Injury Survivors Club. I mean, it is an elite club of those of us that have had eye injuries and survived them. It's James Harden, myself, Josh, and then everybody else that's told me when they had eye injuries that I can't remember right now.
Am I making this up in my head, or didn't Josh send us a very similar one like a month and a half, 2 months ago, where it didn't get his eye, but it almost did?
It almost got his eye. Well, he works I think he's like cutting metal. So I think, you can get shards in your face.
Maybe get some bigger glasses, Josh. Bigger.
The picture,
dude. Wear the Horace Grants, the fucking goggles that with like the stretchy band that go around your head, dude. Just ain't nothing getting inside your eyes then.
Yeah,
at a certain point, if it keeps happening and you don't change anything, it's on you. That sucks. I'm sorry.
You're down bad when you get the eye injury, though, and having an eye injury is just one of the worst things. It's got you down bad. And T's and P's, dude. Hopefully, I hope you got vision back 100% by now, and nothing like was stuck there. Because I know sometimes I've had people, when I had my eye injury, all the other eye injury survivors wanted to reach out and give me support, and I appreciated it. And like they would be like, yeah, dude, look, I lost partial vision in my eye when I had this happen. It was usually like metal shavings and shit like that. And I was like, that's absolutely terrifying. Like, I'm glad that I got mine back. But like when you have that like blurry vision because your eyes fucked up, like you're like, I don't know if I'm ever going to see again. And that is terrifying.
So that and back injuries are the two worst ones.
Yeah, probably.
T's and P's, Josh. Love you, buddy.
T's and P's, dude. Love you, man. And heal up, buddy. Kenya Valdez at Kenyatta Mandata on Twitter says, her not cool is that our AC stopped working and we had to stay in a hotel because someone wasn't able to come and fix it today, which is literally the hottest day of the year. She also, I know that she just gave birth like not too long ago. She has an infant, and then she has 2 young daughters as well. So I'm sure that was super chill. Just be like, hey girls, we're gonna take them all to the hotel. And I know. I mean, like kids that are just burning up are not going to be fun anyways. So then having to like relocate them and then I'm sure settle them down in a hotel room was probably super great. But yeah, that's fucking awful. And it was like the day that it was a 109 out there. So I think we set a record for whatever it was when it got to 109. But it was funny. Like I do the podcast with some New York people and they were like, "Oh yeah, it's 92 today." I was like, "That's cool." We were at 107, I think, and it was like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, fuck you. Oh, you know when it's 92? When it's 11:58 p.m. That's when it becomes 92 in Texas.
Yeah, I was walking my dog last week and it was 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock and it was like 89 degrees. This is not fair. It's dark. There's no sun out right now. Why? Can't just be this hot. Yeah, I can. But yeah, not having AC on the hottest day of the year, not ideal. Robert, I feel like you may have dealt with something similar to this. Did you want to do You're Not Cool and just piggyback on Kenya's?
Yeah, my AC also went out.
I saw Sam had posted something and I was just like, I almost texted you, but I was like, he's probably going through it right now. I'm gonna wait a couple days.
Yeah, it was just a situation like, okay, so we're already, I guess you guys could call us crazy. We normally or had been keeping it at 80 degrees in here, just to save on electricity costs because that's expensive. And I had noticed that it was at 82 and it hadn't turned on yet. I'm like, why is it not turning on? I lowered it, still not turning on. And our unit outside was spinning really fast, but there was just no air coming in. Like not even just regular wind or air. Nothing was working. So we had to tell our landowner, like, hey, our landlord, this isn't working. They sent someone over. They realized it was some motor in the attic. Like, cool, but I don't know when this part will come in. And this was Thursday. So like it might come in Friday.
Yeah, it's gonna be a weekend if not.
Or yeah, if not, then it probably won't get fixed until Monday or Tuesday. And we were trying to figure out like, okay, where are we gonna stay? Because it's 92 degrees indoors. It's really hot. And there was like kind of issues with everything. Every place we were like, there's like drama over there or not enough space over here. I was pushing for a hotel just because it'd be the easiest and probably and the closest to us.
Yeah.
Everywhere else was like 30 minutes or so away.
And you think did your landlord like offer to like pay for any of that stuff? Because I remember
no.
Emma and I
they don't offer
really
that shit.
Well, we stayed at a really shitty apartment and it was doing that thing too, and our AC went out. And like I remember just sticking my head in the freezer like to just like get cooled down. And they're like, yeah, we'll pay for a hotel for a night. I'm like, okay, cool. So we went to we didn't go to like find like the biggest, richest, nicest hotel. We just were like at La Quinta and they gave us $100. And it was like, that's not how much a hotel costs, but okay.
Yeah. There was no offering of any sorts.
They should be in like if that shit is on them, like they should be in charge of having to pay for the night.
They should, because I like I said, I don't know if this is true. My friend at work told me it's Texas law. The AC has to be able to get to at least 80. Like it has to be able to sit at 80 or below 80, I think is what he said. If it's not doing that, it should be upon whoever owns it to reimburse you for where you have to stay instead.
Yeah, I think ultimately we had decided, you know what, let's just stay here. It's the easiest. We'll go to Walmart or something, buy a couple of fans and just deal with it for the night. And then it was just like, it's too hot. Can't do it. And it was like 8:30 or 9 when we finally decided, okay, fine, let's go to Sam's sister's house and let's just be there for the night. But yeah, it was still pretty hot. We came back the next day, Friday, and they were able to fix it. So our AC was only out for a little over 24 hours, maybe like 26, 28.
Still
so not bad, but
still bad.
Still bad.
It's bad. It's bad. Yeah, dude, this is
momentarily
the worst
thought
time
about
of year
like
to have that happen.
Momentarily thought about like going into the office and I can bring my Sam to work day.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I did during the freeze. Remember, I was like, well, all the hotels are booked. I'm just going to take my wife and my dog to the studio if I have to work. We'll just sleep there where it's heated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I almost did that last week when my power went out. I was actually literally packing to go to my buddy's house when the power came on. So thank God for that. But Yeah, with no power on, no AC running, it was like 92. It's just
Yeah,
It's just not doable.
Not doable at all. And having it at 80 is pretty insane too. But like ERCOT's like, I get my energy thing. They're always like, ERCOT's asking Texans to stay. I'm like, I'm not doing it. And you already did that. I conserved for a whole day. I didn't use it. So fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm using it all the time. It's gonna be 60. It's gonna be hotel cold from now on.
If ERCOT was smart, they would change their name. Like you don't have to like get absorbed by another company or blah blah. Just change your name because anytime for the rest of
now we know what it is.
Dude, for the rest of our lifetimes, anytime you hear anything ERCOT is asking, all of Texas will just do the exact opposite. Yep. They could say, we're asking you to keep all of your stuff at 60 degrees, and we'd all be like, fuck you, we're going to 84.
Not a fucking chance, pussy.
Fuck you.
Yeah. It was a solid one. But you, dude, that fucking sucks, man. That sucks.
Not pleasant at all. So
glad you got through it, though. Yeah. Samesies, right? Y'all are twins this week. But yeah. That fucking sucks. And fingers crossed that doesn't happen to anybody else here. All right, Pat, do you want to go or do you want me to?
I'll go. Mine's quick. I decided to go to the driving range the other day because, I had hurt my back last week and I couldn't move. And it had been a little bit before that. Not car driving, golf driving, Robert. And my back was finally feeling better. And I was like, dude, I haven't actually went out and swung my clubs. Like I got into golf. I can't let it go too long without playing or else I'll get complacent. I go to the driving range. And I even have this little thing for when I'm swinging. It goes over my thumb to prevent blisters. And I'm swinging, but my pinky I can feel start to blister. So I take the guard off and I put it on my pinky to protect that. And then like 5 swings later, I had the driver out and I swung and I just felt the skin roll up on my thumb. Like, and I looked down and it's just like I rolled up, like it didn't break. The skin didn't detach. And instantly I was like, that blister is going to suck. So I gave myself 2 blisters right on the part of your thumb that you grab everything with. And then on my pinky, which like when you use your full hand, you hit there. So those have been fucking annoying as shit for the last couple. I went straight to Walgreens. I got those ones that are supposed to be for blisters. I think technically those bandages are for when your blister has opened because it's like a wet bandage or something. I don't know what the fuck that means. Like a wet bar. But it just seals everything. So like no dirt or anything can get in. I had them on there. All that really did was make them really bubble up for the next day. And like, they don't hurt or anything, but they're still there. And it's just really fucking annoying having blisters because like all I want to do is pop it. But like they're down now. They're not raised. So there's not a lot of fluid. But that's all I want to do. And I know I'm not supposed to because it heals faster this way, but like, I've never not popped a blister before. This is my first time in my life, and it's driving me nuts. I just want to do it.
Yeah, you just got to go full glove on that hand then, huh?
Well, it's the right. So in golf, you only wear the glove on your left hand.
Well, now
don't ask me why.
You got Tommy 2 gloves on this.
I think I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to go buy some fucking, it would be a lefty's glove then. But then, and here's the funny part. I'll be out on the golf course with 2 gloves, and everyone will be like, what is this asshole doing? Luckily, it's me, though, and I don't give a fuck what I look like. So I think it'll just be funny. But also, I don't think it'll help. Golf gloves are... I should buy baseball
gloves. Get a football glove.
What I should buy.
Get a football one so it's got grip on it.
Baseball gloves are built for swinging with both hands, though. Football's not built for swinging. It's built for grabbing.
You got to start peeing on your hands. That's what Moises Alou did to harden his hands.
I should. I pee on my feet to avoid athlete's foot. I don't have that much piss in the shower. And I'm not doing it outside of the shower. Because if I just pee on my hands above the toilet, I'm going to splash pee everywhere.
Just like while you're doing it, just like run your hands there a little bit and then get it on your feet after that.
I don't have that much pee, man.
Or pee in like that and then just drop it on your feet.
See, that's actually a good idea.
There you go.
That's not a bad idea.
Problem solved.
Maybe I should just start saving my pee.
Start saving your pee. Good idea. Pee in jugs.
That'll smell so bad.
That'll be a terrible. Yeah, you'll forget it, and then you'll just have 6 jugs of pee. You'll never throw them out.
God, that's gross. But yeah, that sucked. And now my buddies wanted to play this weekend after our fantasy draft. I don't think I'm going to be able to. These blisters are not going to be ready to be swinging on. It's going to suck.
It does suck.
But
ride the cart and and talk
Yeah.
shit.
Hand blisters, not great.
Not ideal. I had a couple. I had 2 not cools this week. My first one, going in chronological order, it's been a minute, but Xfinity, you can go fuck yourself now. Xfinity and I were on good terms. I thought that me and Comcast had, healed our rift that we had between each other. I had not had any issues with them for a very long time. And then college football season started on Saturday. And I was like, well, I have one game on the TV. Yes, that's fine. My cable's working. But I also want to be able to stream several games. So I went to go pull up the Xfinity streaming app, which you, like Robert said, you can do a lot of these channels, but as long as you're on your home Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi was working absolutely fine. The streaming service was not. And so Xfinity streaming was just down, which meant I could only watch one college football like a poor. And I was like, I'm trying to watch multiple games right now. I could only watch one game. I felt like a fucking peasant. And I had at that point I had 2 iPads and a Microsoft Surface that I could stream 4 games if I wanted to. And then if you can break it down to the quad boxes, I could stream even more than that. But I was like, I just needed a couple games to have up, just to have on a couple. Like I want the sports bar experience. It's week 1. It's the first week into college football. It's week 0 of college football. I want it all on. And Xfinity's streaming thing just was not working. And I was like, okay, well, let me try it on my phone. Okay, that doesn't work too. Let me try it on this iPad. Okay, it didn't work there. Let me try it on this other iPad. Doesn't work there. Let me try it on my computer. Doesn't work there. And I just ended up smashing a Microsoft Surface. So now I'm going to have 3 iPads because I just bought another iPad. So
I didn't know you went out and bought another one.
well, I ordered it on Amazon almost immediately after smashing. I was like, fuck. NFL season starts in 2 weeks. I'm gonna have to have another screen, and so I just ordered another iPad. So now I blamed it on Microsoft initially, and then I realized it was Xfinity's fault. So it was like not cool shifted from Microsoft to Xfinity because Xfinity can go fuck themselves right now. I hope they go bankrupt. And it's a company from Philadelphia, so I don't know what I expected.
Oh, it's from Philly. No wonder
that's
it's
what Comcast
trash.
is based out of. It is garbage, and fuck you, Comcast. And then I went on a rant. And I took to Twitter and was like, oh, well, cool. I guess I'll just watch. I was able to watch Messi. I bet on Messi to play, but like I was like able to watch soccer because Apple TV fucking works. But it was like, oh, hey, nobody's gonna want to stream football today or anything. Why would we make our streaming service work too? Like, go fuck yourself, Comcast. You knew what you were doing. You're a bunch of scumbags. And then like trying to call a person there, it's not gonna work. Oh, you want to just talk to the robot? In a few words, please explain to. Okay, I will connect you to billing. I was like, I don't want to go to billing. I don't want to go to billing. Send me to a fucking person. Send me to a person. Send me to a person. 0, 0, 0. And then it just hangs up. It's fucking stupid. And I had to go through that whole thing. It had been a really long time. And I'm really mad about it. And I still fucking hate Comcast. But yeah, then I broke a Surface and had to buy an iPad because I wanted to be able to watch multiple games at once. And I already had 2 iPads, but now I need a third screen to also be able to simultaneously watch football. And so I'm out a couple $100. And Comcast fucking sucks. So yeah, fuck them. That's number 1. Number 2, we were talking about like building management being on them. Well, they're like repairing an elevator, I guess. And so they've ripped off the like paneling in the elevator, and it was all just like styrofoam and shit. And Robert, I don't know if you have the trouble with your card when you get in because you hit the out. It's a weird elevator where like you don't push the floor you're going to when you're in the elevator. Like if you get in the elevator the first time, your brain just breaks for a second. Like you have to hit like, I want to go to this floor, and then it dings. And then our floor, you have to have a card to get to. So then you get to scan your card, and it never reads it almost ever. And today it wouldn't read it because it has to be in the furthest point of the like card reader thing. And there was styrofoam covering that. And I'm like just getting to work, kind of tired, like half asleep, fumbling through like, wait, what's going on? And then the elevator starts moving because if it doesn't read your card, it just doesn't do anything. And then the doors wouldn't open. And then I just had to wait till it went to another floor. And so I went to the 6th floor, and I was like, okay, if I can just get out here. And then like it started moving again. And I was like, no. And I finally just like had my foot on the elevator and was like, I'm about to rip off all of this styrofoam around everything if I can't do that. And if they're like, we have you on camera doing that, like, that's cool. Cause I had to go to work. I had to go to my job. It's not my fault that I can't fucking use the elevator.
You trapped me in the elevator. I
was trapped, but then I went to the 6th floor, then I went to the 10th floor, and then I went to the 9th floor. No, and none of these floors had somebody that was also calling for the elevator. It was just like, nope, fuck you, we're going to a different floor. Fuck you, we're going to a different floor. Fuck you, we're going to a different floor. I went to the floor above mine, and the floor below it I just couldn't get to my floor. And eventually I just like, I was about to break it and it fucking worked finally. And I was like, all right, cool. It knew. Sometimes you got to tell these things. I'm going to smash you. I'm about to smash you. I will put you out of commission.
See, that's like my nightmare, because when I have to shit, it's not like, oh, I'm probably going to have to go to the bathroom in like 45 minutes, or, oh, in like an hour, it's usually like I'm standing there and then my body goes, oh, there's a poop that's about to happen. Go. You got like 3 minutes to get to a bathroom. That's usually how my body tells me it's time to shit. Like whenever it hits that, whatever nerve it's called that makes you start sweating, that's what happens to me. Like when I have to poop, it's just like, oh, look, I'm sweating a lot now. Oh, my stomach is about to just implode on itself.
Yeah.
If I'm stuck in an elevator, you better believe my first reaction is not going to be, oh, I hope this starts to work. It's going to be break everything, get me out. Because otherwise,
I was there,
I'm
but
going to
it's my
have
job.
soupy shit all over the ground of this elevator.
I mean, if it was my apartments, I would absolutely do that, because I always have a fear that like the gate's not going to open, like my clicker's not going to work or something like that. And if that is to ever happen, I'm just going to drive through the gate that is at my complex. And when they're like, you can't do that, you're gonna have to pay. They're like, no, I'm not, because do you know how I pay for living here? Is this job that I have to go to. Do you know what happens if I don't go to the job? I don't get paid. So fuck you. Make sure your gates work. Make sure you're
It's very simple.
Like I don't want to just break shit. I don't want to just break things. Things need to work. And if they don't work, I don't feel like I'm not justified in breaking. Like I feel like it's fine. Like, oh, okay. I had to get to my job. You would not allow me to with your dumb styrofoam weird broken elevator that was the only one that showed up when I hit the elevator button. I'm gonna have to do this to get to my floor. So sorry.
Just tell me,
half the styrofoam just got ripped out.
You should just be like, hey, sorry, I had diarrhea and I had to poop. And like, if I didn't fix that, I was going to ruin your elevator. Like to where it would have been out of service for months.
I just looked up in the little camera thing because they have cameras in the elevators. I was like, what the fuck, man? What? I'm just like yelling at like the in person that may or may not have been sitting at a security desk.
You just like point at your stomach and then your ass and be like,
I should have done that. But, no, it eventually worked. And then, but it was like I was in the elevator or dealing with the elevator for like 5 or 6 minutes. And it was just like, how long is this going to go on? How long is this going to go on? Because I only know where the one staircase is, and it's like the emergency stairs. They should also have better stairs in our building, but that's a different topic for another day. But yeah, my not cool is having fuck with the elevators. Elevators work. Just do your job. You have one job. Take me up.
Peace and peace, buddy. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Thanks, man. All right. If you got you're not cool, send them to us at PassAwayPod. Use the hashtag PTG not cool. That's how we get them. And then again, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We got a new store. We got new merch going up right now. We do have a little. Do we want to tease it? Do we want to?
Yeah, let's tease it.
We did say we're gonna make a PTG Icy shirt. We have made just that, the PTG Icy shirt available now. Or if for any technicalities, the PTG frozen drink with ice.
Yeah, frozen drink with ice. Available Friday.
It'll be available Friday.
Yeah, we're gonna be doing a Labor Day sale from Friday through Monday, 20% off, including that shirt. Anything else there? PassGravyMerch.com.
Get your Ja shirt, get your shorts, get a little bit of everything.
We can't guarantee that the shirt will cool you down, but it'll have you in that mindset of like,
and you'll look cool.
You might feel cooler.
You'll
can't guarantee that.
Cool. Guaranteed. We will guarantee that you will look and cool and feel cool.
Yeah, you can guarantee the look cool part. Yeah.
PTG instead of IC.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sick. Go check it out. PassGravyMerch.com available Friday. We got some fire merch we're gonna be dropping here in the next couple of weeks, months. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We got a new store that actually ships shit. We got a new store that has like good quality shit. Some of the stuff was better quality. I mean, not better quality than what we have now, but some of the stuff was like decent quality from where we used to order our shirts and stuff from. But it just took 7.5 years to get there.
Yeah,
it was very inconsistent. You'd order one shirt and then you'd order another shirt, and they would be two completely different shirts that they're printed on, and you just had no idea what you were getting.
Yeah, so we went to a better company, and that's gonna make our merch better. So get the good merch, the best merch you can get on any podcast. PassGravyMerch.com. Go load up and get you that Ja shirt. That's been selling like hotcakes. The people like it, and I also love the people that are commenting Ja on all of our comments and posts. So that's still awesome to me. But yeah, PassiveGraveMerch.com. And then if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, when we get 500 subscribers, we're going to give away something from the store out there. So go help us get to 500 subscribers. Share us with a friend. Tell people about the podcast, please. But make sure if you're listening, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching us on YouTube, go subscribe to the podcast and give us the 5-star review on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever else you listen to podcasts. Yeah, that's it. Let's get to the answer segment.
Well, if you just answered the question, why don't you just answer the question? Be honest, no big deal. Yeah, answer the question.
Don't change the subject, just answer the fucking question.
Any questions?
All right. If you'd like to send us any questions, we do the Precome segment where we bring in our thoughts, our ideas, our questions. If you wanted to ask what a wet bar is, hit us up at PassGravePod. Use the hashtag PTG answers, and that's how we sort through them. You can also email them to us, answers@passagravepod.com, although we do check Twitter a lot more. I do think I have 2 emailed questions this week, so that might be cool. But yeah, at PassGravePod, hashtag PTG answers on Twitter, and then answers@passgravepod.com if you want to send them to us via email. But hit us up on Twitter. That's where we're going to see it first. And then we're going to pick some of the best questions each week and answer them. So our first question this week on Answers is from our podcast son, Skylar Lester, at OMG. It's Skylar on Twitter. And Skylar says, why does being up for something or down for something mean the same thing?
It just depends on whether you're a glass half full, glass half empty person. Like, because I would say I'm down for that, but I'm also a very negative person, and I'm definitely a glass half empty person.
I say up.
But and you're a positive person,
Really?
so that tracks. That was something I pulled out of my ass, and right now the sample size that we have is 100% accurate.
See, I was going to say, like, usually when I ask him, I'd be like, I'm down for that. Like, I would say I'm down to do that, but I'd be like, are you up for,
But when you ask,
you up for tacos? Would you be up for going to get this?
that,
Like,
as
like,
you were saying that, yeah. When I
Also,
asked,
I could
say,
see,
are
like,
you up for it?
would you guys be down for some lunch? You guys down for a post-show drink? Huh? Like that, I could see both of those. I don't know. It's just they sound cool.
Actually, I feel like when I'm saying it, I say down. When I'm typing it, I say up. Because I feel like I would text my friends, anybody up for some COD? For some Call of Duty? Anybody up for some? No, but I also feel like I'd say down. Damn it, I think I kind of use both. It's got to be a mood
I do
thing.
too.
I think I definitely say down way more often. Maybe if I'm in
I
a
do
good
too.
mood is when I say up.
But more so, I feel like it's like, anybody, would you guys be up for ordering pizza? But then I would be like, I'm down. If you asked me if I was up, I would be like, I'm down.
I will always answer I'm down.
But
Because
does
Yeah.
that-
if you said, hey, do you want to get pizza? I'd be like, yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm down.
I would never be like, yeah, I'm up for that. It
You up
feels
for some
weird.
pizza?
The more I say up, the weirder it
It
feels.
does
It's
sound
down.
weirder.
but if someone asked if you're up for something and then you said I'm down, doesn't that mean like, doesn't that sound like opposite? Like no?
Yeah, but
It
that's
does.
just because the English language makes no fucking sense.
It does sound like that. That's not what I mean. But if somebody said, like, are you up for that? I could also just be like, yeah. Yeah, I'm up for that. But I do type back, like, I'm down. Up, down, and in are kind of the exact same thing.
I'm in.
Yeah.
You in? You
See,
in?
but
Wolf?
yeah, but with in and out though, that's I'm out. Like that.
In and out,
tells
yeah.
You. See, that's in and out, opposites. Up and down, samesies.
Sames.
Not confusing at all.
Since Venn diagrams, the Venn diagrams were big early on in the discussion we had in the podcast. Make one that it's up and down, or no, up and down are in the middle of the Venn diagram, and then in and out are on the outsides.
Yeah.
Because you're in and you're out, those are very defined, but then you're going to be up and down, and it's like kind of both.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't know why.
we learned that
Tyler?
from the hokey pokey though, that in and out are different.
That's true. But you put your right hand up. No, you put your right hand in, you put your. Oh, fuck. It's a hokey pokey.
In.
That's why, Skylar. It's because of the
It's
hokey
in
pokey.
and out. No, they don't
Yeah.
say up and down in the hokey pokey.
Right.
It's just in and out.
No, but that's why we say that. That's why we didn't discern which is the right one and which is the wrong one and which one's good and which one's bad. They did the same thing because the hokey pokey never taught us. We didn't have to shake it all about after putting it up and down.
It's just
the
another
hokey pokey
failure
is my
of the
answer on
American educational system.
Exactly. Absolutely. I don't know how that's actually a real answer, but that is the answer that we're going to give you here, son. Why is being up for something and down for something mean the same thing? Because of the fucking hokey pokey. Is the hokey pokey responsible for the downfall of the American education system? Use that as like a podcast teaser. Today on the podcast.
Somebody should do a study on that some people could cover and suggest.
Interesting.
Just a wild idea, you know. Also, I don't know what maybe it's because I was actually doing things and not sitting around all day. My face, maybe it's because I have a light that actually works now. My face is so red. All I've thought from the second we started is I feel like I'm doing a disservice if I don't play Santa somewhere this year because my face is so red and rosy.
We do a spooktacular. So you could absolutely probably play Santa. If any kids listen, he would not be playing Santa. We would get the real Santa to come in and play Santa. But if any kids are not listening,
that'd be hilarious. Like if I was actually a Santa for children and they're like, I want a bike, I'd be like, fuck that, that's dumb.
Look, I got you this bike, but it was pretty sick, so I'm going to keep this bike. I'm going to hang on to this Huffy, and what you can have is this picture of Santa on a ramp.
Here's an idea. What I'll do is I'll keep a basket of tennis balls next to me when I'm Santa. I'm like, okay, Santa will get you your bike, but you have to catch this tennis ball. Run that way. And then I just fucking peg kids with the tennis ball.
You would do that, yeah.
That would be awesome. And the parents would laugh.
For you.
Like if it,
maybe.
Yeah, I think the parents would laugh.
Sick kids? They're sick kids that you're just pegging with a tennis ball.
Who the fuck said that sick children? And I just said children, regular children.
Oh, okay. I don't know why.
You think I'm going to go to Memorial Herman and throw tennis balls at kids?
In my mind, as you were playing, playing out that scenario, that is what my brain had envisioned, like Patch Adams, but like you're just pegging kids with the nose instead.
You said at the Spooktacular. I assumed it was Gravy Gang, and anyone in the Gravy Gang, I just assume would think it would be funny to watch their children get hit by tennis balls.
Robert, also, if you would make a note around early December, I need you to find 3 or 4 Make-A-Wish kids and see if they're up or down for using one of their Make-A-Wishes for going to a Pastor Gravy Spooktacular. And then we'll just have them sit there.
I feel like I already know the answer to that.
No, they'll be in. They'll be in. And then if anybody has any kids that have a buzz cut, we may need you to let us use your kid as a stand-in. And this is Stevie. He's a Make-A-Wish kid, and he really wanted to just listen to his favorite podcast. Like, why is a 6-year-old listening to this podcast? Because he loves it so much.
Because he's a fucking badass. That's why.
All he wants is to listen to this podcast. Just find Make-A-Wish kids that want to watch the podcast. Write that down and then remember it.
I hope if there's any children that listen to this, they only started recently. Because I really, really don't wish that there was any kids showing up to their like 2nd grade class just going pew, 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 driving.
Well, they don't do that anymore. They don't do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Gravy, 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 gang. That's what they would say now.
But kids repeat what they hear, and they definitely would have been doing it. And I don't want to do that to teachers.
Although if they were listening to this one, they'd be like, disavow pedophiles. And that's probably actually why the kids do like this show so much, because we're not pedophiles and we disavow them so much. The number one disavowing pedophiles podcast on the planet.
I definitely number one, because there's a lot out there that will disavow.
This is probably the safest podcast for kids.
But we want them dead.
Not the kids, the pedophiles.
Or at least I do. Yeah. Well, maybe
right.
Sometimes. Well, some of them.
No. They're just the pedophiles part.
Some kids suck.
Right. But you don't want the kids dying. They're our future. People forget that. Kids are the future.
Maybe I'm evil Santa.
Remember when we did Future News and one of Robert's Future News reports was, this just in, kids, they're taking our jobs.
I miss Future News. That was fun.
We need to do one of those in person and then We'll bring Future News back. Future News was really just like people don't realize that like we didn't add the bed in at all afterwards. It was a 2-minute bed and we literally just had to fly through it. And there were times where like, and like you guys didn't see the time. I didn't see the time. I would see the little like circle thing ending and I was like, oh God, oh God, oh God. And that's Future News. And we would just have to hope that we got through it. And sometimes we didn't even make it through the whole thing.
I always felt like I panicked because like I feel like it always went like I had to do one more than I was ready for.
Well, yeah.
No, it's like, the game went to overtime.
Okay, let's do Future News next week. We'll bring it back. We'll bring back Future News. Should we? No, it's football season. Week after football season. After no, 3 weeks. Robert, remind us, 3 weeks, Future News. Something to look forward to.
All I'm going to have is that Jordan Love is a Hall of Famer.
Or we should just start, like teasing that Future News is back next week and just never bring it back.
Hold on. What's Future News 2037? Jordan Love has gone to the New York Jets.
No. Save that. Save that. All right. Good question, Skylar. But the answer is, why are people up or down for something? It's because the hokey pokey. Just use that. Our next question, it's an emailed in question from Haley R. And Haley says, am I overreacting if I break up with my boyfriend because this is actual relationship advice. Haley says, am I overreacting if I break up with my boyfriend because he keeps liking other girls' bikini pictures on Instagram?
No. Oh, no. Sorry. Yes, you are.
You are overreacting.
You got to understand, caveman
You're being
brain.
hysterical, Haley. You're being hysterical.
Caveman brain. Do you have any idea how often I just like if I'm going to go through my likes right now on Instagram and I'm going to see how many of them I remember doing, just like on a quick look of them. Caveman, we scroll and we go.
I'm a like whore. I'll like dude posts, not like dude bikini pics posts, but like I just like if Robert posts them, I just auto like him. Like Robert's my boy. I want Robert's posts to do well. Interactions, like double tap. There you go. And I do like the Instagram's changed it where now when you double tap it, the heart flies up after that too. It's like boop, and then it goes up, like it just disappears into the world, like it just flies up into the sky. That's kind of cool. So like it's a little bit more fun to hit double tap and like hit the little heart button. But like, yeah, aren't we taught, like we were just saying, like body positivity being like building up people, especially like dudes can't do that, but we're supposed to do it for women. Like we're supposed to be body positive towards women. Is him liking bikini pictures not building up other women?
Now I will say, like,
assuming he's not fucking said girls into the bikini pictures, then I think it's just looking. He's just looking.
Yeah, like how you just scrolling, you go boobs. Like now,
we're simple people. You're like, I'm going to go watch this TikTok video of how to cook something really fancy. And like, that's what girls like. And then we're just like, ha, ha, ha. She shook her ass. That's cool.
Actually, I like far more cooking videos than I like of food. My Instagram, it's not a lot of girls that come across it. I'm going to be honest. It's memes and like cooking. And then don't get me wrong. There are a fair amount of just.
Mine's mostly dogs.
Fucking
and workout
big,
tips.
fat fucking taters that come across my line. It's my fucking screen. I love it. But you got to at least, if you've told him like, hey, come on, dude, like, I really don't like it. Can you please stop? And he just keeps doing it. Then yeah, the guy's an inconsiderate piece of shit. If he's like, you can't tell me what you do. If you're like, dude, seriously, I really don't like it. Please just stop liking other girls' bikini pictures and shit like that. Like stop. Because if as a guy, you can't just stop liking, you're an idiot. Oh yeah, you can still look at it all you want.
Dude,
just
no.
hitting the double tap.
Spin zone. You know how like this doesn't apply to anybody that's not famous, but like, you know how like when like some famous person gets caught cheating on his wife, he's like, I'm not a scumbag. I'm a sex addict. I just can't stop having sex with all these people. I just have sex with them all because I'm a sex addict. And it's like, I mean, you have the access to it. A lot of people don't. So it's like, I think you're just, you're overindulging. I don't think that makes you an addict. Just have to have sex. I'm not saying that I'm not a doctor, so don't take what I'm saying as like medical fact, but like when famous people do that, it's like, oh, I was a sex addict. Just be like, I'm a like addict, babe. Like, I don't know what it is about me. I just can't stop liking videos. I'm just I just like it. And then all you gotta do is like everybody's photos. Like when you go down that algorithm, like the fuck out of everything. And she'll be like, oh, he likes everything. So it's not just bikini pictures.
I'm going to double back on me double backing.
Yeah.
If you're someone that checks somebody else's likes, you're a fucking psychopath.
It is a little. That's overacting.
Just here's how you don't get.
Remember when that used to be a thing? Remember when that used to be like a feature on Instagram? Like if you went to like likes, like friend likes or whatever, like that's how like when athletes would be, oh dude, LeBron James during a game he was sitting out liked big booty bitches. He liked a post from big booty bitches. You're like, oh shit. And then they're like, yeah, that's a bad idea. And everybody's girlfriend was like, you just liked 6 bikini pictures. Are you jerking off?
Probably,
no,
yeah.
Babe, I go to Pornhub. I don't go to Instagram.
Yeah, but like Haley, I'm sorry to say,
see,
like
it could have been your feet for this guy, but no.
You can avoid all this by not going to your boyfriend's page and then clicking over on options and then clicking over to see what his likes are and scrolling through his likes. Pick up a fucking hobby instead.
Just go like all Robert's
like,
pictures. Robert's good looking.
Stop stalking their profile. Dude, it's online. It's not. Now, if they're cheating on you, or if you are seriously wondering if they're cheating on you, you have serious fucking just trust issues. Probably. Like if likes online are making you think that, unless they've cheated on you already. In that case, if they've cheated on you already, break up with them. You don't come back from that. You don't get back with people that cheated on you. That's a fucking steadfast rule that so many people fucking just ignore, which I don't get.
Kobe Bryant's wife.
Well, that's different. And you know why that's different? Because Kobe had $500 million. No, famous has nothing to do with it. He's filthy fucking rich. And guess what? She's never going to be with another guy that had that much money. But like, we're regular people. We ain't Kobe fucking Bryant. And by the way, if you're married to an NBA player, you have some sort of agreement, whether it's talked about or not, they're going to cheat on you. You're married to a 6'7"
and gigantic, same as if you're
chiseled body, peak of athleticism person who probably has a massive cock, and 6 months out of the year, all they do is travel to different cities. They travel to different cities without you. If you think they're monogamous, you're out of your fucking mind.
And just so we're not sexist, I also feel the same way for if you're married or dating a WNBA player also. Yeah. Candace Parker wants to go off and bang whoever she wants when she's playing with the Las Vegas Aces. Go off,
but they're anonymous.
They're not anonymous. What are you talking about? They're the biggest women's basketball league in the world.
No. They're tall. So people would be like, ooh, look at that tall girl. But if Kevin Durant is walking down the street, you're like, ooh, that's Kevin Durant. If last year's MVP of the WNBA was walking down the street, I'd be like, man, that girl's tall.
Sabrina Ionescu, I would know exactly who Sabrina Ionescu
Couldn't even the names that I could spot Brittany Griner, and that's it. Other than that, I'd be like, I know the name of Elena Delle Donne. Couldn't tell you what she looks like. Diana Taurasi, couldn't tell you what she looks like. Sharon Swoops,
I could tell you our whole fantasy team because you have a little picture of them next to it. So I've learned that. Also, fantasy teams, like, I think we're 7-5 now. We're going 0-5. Fucking just turning the season around. The 19th Amendment. So we might win this WNBA fantasy league, fellas. But yeah, I think you are definitely overreacting, Haley, if you break up with your boyfriend for liking other girls' bikini pictures on Instagram. He may be a like addict. He just may be a like addict, and he's just addicted to doing it. And I am a like whore. I am a like whore. If you post anything positive, like anybody's birthday, like.
Alex, who is that?
That is Elena Delle Donne.
You only knew that because she's the probably only white girl on your team.
No.
Okay, well, that was
players away. Yeah, see, put me on the spot, and I just knocked that shit out of the park. Alex knows. Clip that. Will you clip that just to show like I am? Hey, I am with women. Huh?
I also Googled the only other WNBA player I knew besides Brittany Griner, who I had just said.
I think we said Elena Delle Donne too, but yeah. You're definitely overreacting on this, Haley. He may be a like addict. Like, just be like, hey, dude.
It's one of those... just stop looking at his likes.
If he's like, it's like liking stuff on Instagram too, I think, is like getting mad. Like getting mad for somebody like double tapping pics. I'm not saying he's like fucking calling her and shit like that. That's different, obviously. But like, that's like getting mad at you dude for watching porn.
If you're so insecure about your boyfriend that
just don't look at
you're considering breaking up over pictures he's liking on Instagram, you should break up. You should, because
you're looking for a reason at this point.
you're just not like it. If that is making you consider breaking up, you should break up because you just don't trust him, and that's not going to work. This should have been a 10-second answer because that's what it is. If you're considering breaking up, if there's something that fucking stupid, you should break up.
I would love if like this is just like a completely reverse podcast. It was like 3 girls breaking it down. It's like, yes, girl, dump his ass. Oh my God, you are so justified. How dare that scumbag? Yes, queen. If he's not only liking your pictures and then unliking them just so he can like them back again, he doesn't even care about you.
I hope he breaks up with you for being a psycho who's stalking through his likes.
No. She listens to the podcast. She listens to the podcast or watches the podcast. We hope.
Yes. Well, then she should know that everything I say is fucking stupid.
I want you to be happy, Haley. Whatever it is, I want you to be happy. And I think probably if you're looking for a reason to break up with him because you want to break up with him, like I think you should break up with him. You don't have to have a reason if you just want to break up with this dude. If you are really concerned about this, just stop looking at what he likes on Instagram.
I mean, if she listens, I think that we can consider ourselves friends. As friends, you should be able to talk freely to each other. All girls have a little bit of crazy behavior. This is yours. It's okay. Everybody's going to have one. But if you're considering it over that, you should. You're not right for each other. Go find another guy that doesn't even have Instagram.
Exactly.
Find a guy that only has Twitter. That's the guy you want to be dating because nobody fucks from Twitter. We just say angry shit and get mad into the void.
Yeah. And then people are so mad on Twitter. I guess it could have been a comeback kid was blocking people because I saw that Elon Musk was like, I'm going to take it away, which I think was a troll post. I don't really think he's going to take the block button away. People were so mad. They're like, oh my God, but why would you not make us able to block people? And I was like, because do you guys not know what the mute button is? The mute button is way more satisfying because that means this person is just yelling into a void essentially because I don't see it. I love hitting the mute button because it's like people have it like as a badge of honor. They're like, oh yeah, I talked enough shit to Jose Altuve where he blocked me, pussy. And they're like, he couldn't take it. He couldn't take the truth that I was tweeting. And I was like, well, no, you were just harassing him for 75 tweets a day. He was probably annoyed. But like, I like hitting the mute button because then they'll still come at you. But then they're like, oh, this pussy won't even reply. Like, oh, I don't even know you exist anymore. I don't even know you exist, dude.
You mean nothing to me.
Right. But you don't know it, so you don't get the satisfaction. There's like, oh, he's just completely cut me off.
I don't think I've ever blocked or like muted people.
I have blocked people. I usually block people because I want them to know that I'm like, hey, I'm done with your shit right now.
But also you get more like you're a somewhat public figure. You get random crazies.
I get roasted if I ask about wet bars. Yeah.
The only people that I have tweeting at me are podcast followers.
Everybody follow Pat at not Pat DM. At Robert 03. Give the boys a follow.
Guys, tell all your friends, get them to follow us. Let's get us huge so that I can start making money off Twitter.
And then we'll take over the world.
All I think about, I hear people talking about it all the time. I'm like, that'd be so sick. And I'm like, every post I have has like 2 likes on it. I get no idea. To be honest with you, I don't even know if that's true. I don't look at I post shit and then it's gone from my brain forever. I don't look at my engagements at all.
I look at replies. I do look at replies.
I don't like
check to see like the individual posts.
Instagram, I don't even look at I don't even hit the button that shows all the replies and shit. Like I'll do it once a week, and if it's in that first page right there, I'll be like, oh, somebody replied. I'm so bad about that shit. Oh, look, I've got like 5 replies right here that I haven't even known about.
But yeah, Haley, we think you were definitely overreacting if you break up with them for liking other girls' bikini pictures. Whoa, Pat. Whoa.
Sorry. I clicked on one of the fucking replies to a comment that I had on Instagram. Forgot it was a video.
Brandon Whitehead weighs in with our next question. He's at Brando Whitehead, and Brandon says, power rank these game show hosts. We do love power rankings. Send us 5 similar things, and we will rank them 1 through 5. He says, power rank game show hosts, and he gives us Alex Trebek, Bob Barker, Pat Sajak, Steve Harvey, and Regis Philbin. Robert, I'd like you to go first.
All right. I want you guys to know that these are our power rankings. We interpret these as we interpret them.
How many of these game shows have you watched?
I'll get to that.
Okay.
I'm going to go
0. He's watched 0.
Steve Harvey, number 1. Steve Harvey number
Okay.
1, followed by Pat Sajak at number 2.
All right.
Next, I like the name Regis Philbin. Number 3. Number 4, it seems
Cool name.
disrespectful to put Bob Barker at number 5, so I'm going to go number 4, Bob Barker.
He did just die.
Number 5, Alex Trebek.
He's also died fairly recently too. So wow.
But more recent was Bob Barker.
Are you power ranking them on like how well you think they could host a game show right now? Maybe. Which if you're dead, you probably can't host a game show very well.
There you go. That's exactly
So
what I did.
From that reasoning, it's actually pretty solid.
The longer I stare at this, the harder it actually gets for me.
Gross.
That's good. No, like, I guess I'll just go next. Trebek won. Trebek won. I know I said earlier Bob Barker GOAT. I actually think Trebek's the GOAT. He was the greatest. He was fucking funny. He was witty. He knew a lot of shit. He was quick. He would make fun of people in sly ways. Trebek was the best. I'm gonna put Harvey 2. Yeah, I know it's modern. He's fucking good, dude. Every Steve Harvey,
his facial reactions alone, like I could watch it on mute and him just like,
dude,
he puts his hand on the table. He's just, come on.
Once every 2 months, we get a clip of somebody says something horny, and Steve just walks away. And it's funny.
He comes back, he shakes his head for 30 minutes, and you're just like, let's go.
He's so good. Barker 3 icon. Like I said, I never watch it. That is purely a respect pick for me, putting him at 3. I feel like I didn't watch him, so I couldn't put him higher than that. I feel like honestly, this is disrespectful putting Pat Sajak at 4 because he might be my personal favorite out of all of them. I love Pat Sajak. By the way, if you don't follow him on Twitter, do it. He posts like once a month, but it's fucking hilarious when he does. He's got a great Twitter account. He's very funny. 5, Regis. We're talking about game show host. He did Millionaire, and that's like it, right? And he didn't even really do.
To be a millionaire.
He didn't even do it for that long. Regis is
that your final answer?
He's a talk show host that did a game show, and he was great at it. Don't get me wrong. I love Regis, but like, he's a Notre Dame fan. Love him for that. But really 1 through 4 for me could be put in any order. I love them all so much. Honestly, I probably should have put Barker at 4 just because I didn't really watch it. But out of respect, I moved him up to 3. But yeah, I'll go Trebek 1, Harvey 2, Barker 3, Sajak 4, Philbin 5.
Mine is pretty similar to yours. I have Trebek 1. I mean, he's G. He was awesome. And like my grandma watched Jeopardy, and I didn't stay.
I watched it so much with my grandma.
I didn't watch as much Price is Right. But yeah, Alex Trebek is 1, Bob Barker's 2, because like those 2 are the 2 best game shows ever. And then Pat Sajak is I got Steve Harvey 3 because of the facial expressions. You could watch it on mute, and then Sajak 4, Philbin 5 because like you said, he was a talk show guy. But now looking at it, like Robert may have the best actual power rankings because if you have Philbin and Barker and Trebek as your bottom 3, they would be the 3 worst currently to host a game show because they wouldn't be.
No, but Philbin should be 5. When the question was game show host, not only was he
like game show host right now, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think probably upstairs, up top in heaven right now, my meme is probably playing cards with Trebek and Sajak and shit talking both of them. And she's just probably like, I guarantee
Sajak's not dead. I don't think Sajak's dead.
Oh shit, he's not. That's right. But she's playing with Trebek, and when Trebek beats her in a hand, I guarantee you, Meme's giving him the finger.
There you go. That was a good one, and that was very timely.
That was a great one.
That came in. Yeah,
I really enjoyed that. Thank you.
Send us some more things to power rank. Hashtag PTG answers. Give us the 5 options.
I love power ranking.
We're the best at power ranking. I never am going. I could power rank shit all day. At the Spooktacular, we should just have like, instead of like live answers, we should just have live power rankings, and people just like power rank these things where we go bam, 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 and we'll just power rank on the spot.
Oh, I love that.
That might be the way.
Butt
That might be
sex,
the way to go.
regular titty fucking blowjob. Power rank.
Amanda Starr emailed us in on this one. So we have two ladies sending us emails that got into the answers segment this week. But Amanda Starr says, I wonder if she's any relation to Patrick Starr. She says, if life is a highway, what is death?
Fucking traffic jam. You're just like, come on, this sucks. Or is death just a car crash?
Death is the car crash.
I mean, you're alive on the highway, you crash your car, you're fucking dead.
Yeah. Death could also be the highway, though.
Because actually, no, I would say it's a crash because
all roads lead to where? Death. At some point.
You're fucking dead. That's death. Sitting in a traffic jam, that's hell.
Yeah.
Or purgatory, however you want to look at it. That's what happens after the death. Whether you believe there's something after death or not, that's after. Death itself is the car crash.
Death is the car crash.
Almost a little too on the nose, but you know, it works.
I like it. Shout out Rascal Flatts, Tom Petty, and whoever else also sang that song.
Tom Petty sang "Life Is a Highway"?
He did cover it at least.
I was about to say, I've never heard it. I will look that up as soon as we're done.
All right, final question of the week from Raymundo Benavidez at KMundoB on Twitter. And he says, is the word none just the letter N doing a cartwheel? This is one of the most brilliant observations that I've ever seen anyone ever make, because I have never once thought about that. And the second he asked it, I looked at it and was like, yes, that is exactly what none is.
It
is,
as I said earlier, I'm a very pessimistic person. I've said it many times, I run on alcohol and anger. That's what fuels me. I can't even begin to tell you the amount of joy I got out of this question. When I saw it, I go, what? Dude, I loved it. So it put me in a good mood the rest of the day. It wasn't just a quick 5-minute, 10-minute burst of, oh, that was so great. It brightened the rest of my day. That's how, Mundo, yes. And thank you, and I love you. It's such a beautiful thing that you just brought into my life.
So yes, Robert, you agree with this, right? Like that, it's like there's no other way to go about this. Like look at it. It's an N doing a cartwheel.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
I love it. Great observation, Mundo. Yes. And that was a fucking answer segment. That was some good questions, you guys. Good power rankings, good questions. I like
great questions.
I like this a lot. Keep that energy coming up next week. You guys, future news coming back next week. We're really excited about that. Yeah, that's PassiveGravyMerch.com. We had a merch drop. We got the PTG icy cold drink shirts that come in red or blue that has a polar bear on it, but is PTG themed. Mm-hmm. Now we can't get copyrighted or infringing. But yeah, PassiveGravyMerch.com. Friday, we got 20% off a Labor Day sale and get all the PTG ICTs, the brand new ones in the store. You'll get the Ja 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 shirts, get the classic PTG shirts. We got all kinds of stuff available for you in the brand new Pass the Gravy merch store. Get the shorts. I got to order the shorts. That's what I've been waiting for, the sale for the shorts. PassTheGravyMerch.com. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are YouTube.com.
Can y'all remind me, whether it's you guys or listeners, remind me on Friday during the sale. I have my cart ready to go, but I'm a cheap fuck, so I'm waiting.
There you go.
Also, I don't want to order this and then have to place another order for the PTG shirt. So I'm just gonna put it up. I'm getting the shorts. I'm getting the stickers because I'm gonna decorate the fuck out of my laptop, and then I'm gonna get the icy shirt.
Yeah, get those cards ready.
The cold drink shirt. Cold drink shirt.
The PTG cold drink.
Frozen drink, whatever the fuck it's gonna be called.
PTG icy cold drink. Icy cold drink. Yeah, PassTheGravyMerch.com. We are youtube.com/@PassTheGravyPod, or just search Pass the Gravy Podcast on YouTube. Robert has a podcast he does on most Mondays called A Recent Study Suggests, where they look into a survey that's been done and kind of figure out how they came to that. Go check that out. New episodes usually come out on Monday. You can follow them at A Recent Study Pod on Twitter and Instagram, and go like their Facebook page as well. And then I do the New York Giants Rush. We talked to Clem from Barstool Sports on Monday about the Giants season. That was a cool conversation. Then I talked a little bit of West Ham on the Claret and Big Blue podcast. You can listen to that wherever you get your podcast. That's also on YouTube as well. And then if you watch Big Brother, Pass the Gravy Bro is continuing. I believe tonight it'll be ladies' night, and then tomorrow too, because I'll be gone. But yeah, if you want to watch Allison and Emma break down what's going on live after every episode of Big Brother, all you got to do is head over to Pass the Gravy Bro on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube or our Pass the Gravy Bro Facebook page. But yeah, it's a Big Brother podcast from Pass the Gravy. It's pretty dope, and it's been a lot of fun. Like the Gravy Gang shows up pretty deep. A lot of the Gravy Gang does watch Big Brother, and it's a lot of fun. Just kind of like there's recap shows where they recap the show, and that's pretty much like they get all technical. And ours is, we were talking about cum socks and people jerking off in the house on the last one. So you get a different episode. It's a different vibe at Pass the Gravy Bro, and we like that. Pass the Gravy Bro at Pass the Gravy Bro on Twitter. We are
Can't believe I wasn't there for cum socks.
Yeah, you would have loved it, dude.
That's my wheelhouse.
We actually mentioned that. I was like, Pat would be so mad right now if he didn't, if he realized what he was missing. But yeah, we are at Pass the Gravy Pod. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and on TikTok as well. Don't forget to all the videos. You guys are awesome. Have a great rest of your week. Shout out to Boots, Susan. Shout out to the Boots. A great rest of your week. Kick-ass weekend. Until we talk to you guys next time, pass the gravy. Yeah, bitches.
Gravy, gang, gang, gang. Baby, pop the top and let it spread. As we're listening to Pass the Gravy. We're going fishing for your bitch today. We're drunk in Houston, Houston, baby. And we go ahead and lick and we'll get rich.